All right, so this is the first episode, first official This Round's On Us podcast. We finally got all of us together. We finally got this equipment, everything we needed. We got it going, so this is the start of hopefully something big. Anyways, to start out, we're all going to let you know a little bit about ourselves. I'm not going to be too structured. It's probably going to get out of hand, but anyways, right now, this is just us talking right now. We'll have some more, structured content down the road, but right now we're just going to kind of let everybody speak, let the viewers get to know who we are and kind of build off of that. So anyways, we finally got all of us here, and what do y'all want to do now?
Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yeah.
Start it off, Captain.
I mean, it's your idea, so.
I mean, it was a group idea, but anyways, okay, so I'm Scott Bergeron. I guess we're putting the whole thing out there.
Hi, Scott.
Scott Bergeron, proud father and husband of 3 kids and a beautiful wife, and like sports and a lot of other stuff. So this is kind of how we said I weren't going to do it, but we're doing it this way anyways.
Alright, to move the fuck on.
But yeah, but if anybody else wants to speak some words, that's what we got right now. You'll learn more about me along the way, so.
Oh, Rambo? Alright, I'm Dylan. Everybody calls me Rambo, so just forget my name is Dylan.
He'll never be addressed as Dylan.
Never be addressed as Dylan.
Don't ever call him Dylan.
Rambo.
He's not as badass as Rambo, so let's just put it that way.
It's just because his last name.
Tell them why you're Rambo. So no one thinks that you're
Okay,
actually
so
that badass.
dude, fucking all. I'm just like.
Maybe like.
So my last name is Rambo, football, stuff like that. I like comics, sports, movies, basic stuff that everybody likes. I'm a bartender, so I have a very flexible schedule, so we're going to be doing this a lot, hopefully.
So just to chime in real quick before we keep going. So we have our core 4, the 4 that are going to be here mostly every time. So we have Joel over here and Brandon over here. These 2 guys are going to be guest stars, behind the scenes writers, extra things. They won't be able to be here and film every time we do this. The core 4 is going to be myself, Rambo, and then the 2 you're going to meet over here. So pretty much every time you'll see our faces, but every now and again you'll get these guys, and some of the content that is going to be on here will be from these guys. But again, you won't see them that much. But the core 4 is going to be right here, and then you got the other 2. But whoever else wants to jump in.
My turn? Alright, so I'm Nick, one of the core 4. Movies, shows are my thing. I love sports too. I'll be more of the mixed martial arts guy. These guys will be more of the basketball, football guys. I'm also big into baseball. Superheroes, comics, big anime fan.
Anime
is going to be this guy.
That's my thing. That's pretty much my intro. Tyler?
Yeah, I'm Tyler. I'm the 4th member of the core 4. So pretty much we all like the same stuff, but we all have very differing opinions. So I'm more into movies and TV shows, comics, sports, not as much as everybody else, but we talk about it a lot anyway. So, and we'll give you to Brandon, one of our special guests.
I guess technically I'm a guest star, but yeah, I'm Brandon. I'm Scott's little brother. Also the baby of the group. It just turned 21 like a couple months ago. Finally.
Cheers. For the beers.
Cheers for the beers. But yeah, I love beer a lot.
Yeah. Figured that out a couple months ago. Shit's fucking fantastic.
I don't know what alcohol was before I turned 21. But yeah, I like sports, mostly like football, basketball. Those are like my main 2. Then also feel like I'm like the most like hipsterish of the group.
That's for sure.
That's very accurate statement.
He rolls up his jeans.
Damn. But yeah. So take it down to I'm also a barista. So I'm like the PG rated like bartender, I guess.
Hashtag Starbucks.
Morning bartender.
Bartender.
Hashtag
You
unicorn
come
frat.
see me in the morning, and then you come see him at night.
Yeah.
Thrasher.
That's pretty.
Take it
Pretty
away.
good. I like that. So I'm Joel. I'll be another recurring guest. I've been friends with everyone here for a long time, years. Now I'm pretty much into everything: anime, comic stuff, sports. very strong opinions on everything. Hard to shake. So I admit that you're right.
Not because
you
he's
got
fat.
to me.
Weird. Dang.
Oh.
The first episode.
And it's,
Working on it.
well, the thing about it is, it's not always unpopular opinions either.
Yeah, I don't always have them.
It's not always unpopular opinions, but when he does have an unpopular opinion, it's a very, very unpopular opinion.
And he stands by it.
And he
No
does-
matter what.
you can't change his mind.
I think I've only changed his mind on things maybe like 3 times, like in our whole life ever. And it was his idea.
Maybe not a good quality, but I'll take it.
I mean,
I can't really hate on you for that because I'm kind of the same way.
you could say like strong-minded, opinionated.
Rambo might leave the show very angry a few times.
yeah.
So
we'll
yeah,
find
so
out.
he'll definitely have a blow up or two.
We'll have a Rambo angry
5.
countdown.
Yeah, throughout the show. I guess another quick thing into us too, as Joel kind of touched on. So yeah, we're brothers, and then we've all known each other now, kind of creeping up on like 10 plus years for pretty much all of us.
Yeah.
Some of us more, but I've known Joel since 1st grade. I've known Rambo since like 10th grade, 9th grade.
Freshman year high school.
I met those guys right after high school. We've all known each other again, creeping up on 10 years now, minimum for all of us. And found ourselves in a lot of arguments, a lot of fights, a lot of not even fights, but just disagreements and strong attitudes.
There's been fights.
Some fights.
Fights.
Some fights.
So a lot of us were like, why don't we just put some of this on camera? And I don't know, I think we all have good content.
Then y'all can just roast us about it.
Well, that too, yeah. If anybody, yeah.
Nobody can talk shit about
It's gonna happen. We're gonna put this on the internet. So
Why don't we start out? Because we did it. We were started before. And we didn't really go into it, but we were saying, I think, and Tyler thinks, I think Endgame's the best Marvel movie.
Yeah, I guess since it's pretty relevant. And
Oh my god.
so everyone here has seen Endgame.
Okay, so first of all, this podcast isn't really it's not really structured, so we're pretty much just talking about whatever comes up. But we're gonna start having episodes that are based around one thing. Probably like a Keanu Reeves podcast. Now he's the greatest person of all time.
Keanu
But
Reeves is the greatest person.
that'll be a different discussion later.
This first one will be loose. We'll probably we'll talk about Endgame. I'm sure we'll talk about some other stuff later. This will be really
This
all
will
over
be
the
the
place.
shotgun.
Yeah. This will be.
shotgun.
We'll just shoot some stuff out there, and if you guys like it, if you guys don't, let us know. But right now, this will be what we're doing. But like Tyler said, we'll have more structured. Like this episode will be about X, Y, and Z. Right now, again, let's shotgun it. But okay, I don't think Endgame's the best of all time.
Because it's not.
I think
of the MCU.
I
Just
think
the
MCU. I think it's like top 3, top 4, something
I
like
think
that.
It's got to be at least top 2, and it's not number 2.
It's
I would
Yeah,
say,
I think it's number
no
one.
way.
It's got to be number 1.
It's got it.
How is it gotta be?
Just like Toy Story 3 is the best Toy Story movie. But it wouldn't be possible without the other 2, so here we are.
That's
There's
I mean,
also not
that's
top
fine.
three.
just because you
Yeah,
lean
but there's only 4 Avengers movies.
But just because you lean on the fact that the others had to be made to get to this doesn't make it a weakness.
And honestly,
No,
the
I don't
fact
think
that it leans on so many movies and still did what it did makes it even better.
well, yeah,
Like, the fact that
there's been movies that got built up by other movies and were trash at the end. Like the
I get it. Yeah, he's
so it's not always the build up. It's just
Yeah,
like the build up.
and the thing is, but it wasn't trash, and that's why it's the best.
yeah. I think it was like the most satisfying and honestly to one of the most epic things I've ever seen.
I think Winter
Well, yeah,
Soldier
of
is
course it's gotta be
it's like a movie to movie. Like this is what you were saying earlier. Movie to movie, I think Winter Soldier is a better movie.
Yes, just a movie that you can sit down without any ties to any characters
So
at
as
all.
a standalone movie.
As a
It's a
standalone
standalone.
movie, because you got to know that Endgame doesn't really work without Infinity War behind it or before it.
Which is
Infinity
fine.
War and Endgame are part 1, part 2. It's not. It's not one movie. Winter Soldier is one movie. So obviously my favorite movie in the MCU, and I think is the best one, is Winter Soldier. Yeah, you could also do I'm biased, but it's kind of highly regarded as either the second best or the best one by a lot of people.
So we have another take here. He thinks.
Okay, yeah, I had to say.
Check this out because I don't think
after
anybody
hearing
agrees with
all
this
this
at all.
nonsense, bro. I think Infinity War is the best MCU movie.
See, I can't.
I would put Winter Soldier at least at second, and then Infinity War would
I'm
be
with
third.
Tyler, but I think that Brandon's point is arguable. I think you
could argue it too.
It's one of those like rare cases in a superhero movie, like where the bad guy wins.
Yeah.
I think that's
That's-
it's something.
But he doesn't
He's
technically because it's not over.
No, I'm saying it's standalone movies.
Like if you just look at the movie by itself instead
yes.
of comparing it to what comes
Like,
out.
obviously, if you've seen Endgame, you know what's gonna happen.
If you
But-
really look at it, you said he doesn't, but that spoilers for Endgame.
Yeah.
That Thanos won. His victory was 100% complete. They literally had to ex machina like mouse. Ex machina.
But it's not like we didn't know something was going to happen because Doctor Strange tells you. He says this has to happen for us to win.
Well, yeah, but their villain
They're
won,
Thanos.
and they ended up finding him
in a
and killing
way,
him.
they let him win.
No,
Doctor
but no,
Strange literally gave him the stone.
Yeah, but he said, well, all right, yes, but the villain,
Because
the
that
villain
had
that they
to
fought,
happen.
the villain
So
they
Doctor
fought
Strange
won.
wanted this to happen.
Yes, so but the Thanos that they were fighting won. So it's still spoilers, by the way.
Bro, spoilers for Endgame and
It's been out for a while.
They
It's not
they had to fight.
Dude, they looked at the
like
they looked
they had
at
to fight
the-
a completely different Thanos. It's still the same one, but different timelines and all that stuff.
It wasn't even that
It's
far
still-
of a jump back though. Like he was still on the same.
It was from
mission, it was the
2014.
same
It was
guy.
like 2012, 2000.
But
It was 2014 to 2008.
Yeah.
It was 2014 Thanos. They lost to 2017.
But he was already on the mission for the stones. He was already the same.
He was already on a mission for yes, but still, that was not the same one that they lost to. That's why they ended up winning because they knew what to do next, and they already had all their people back to fight against him at one
Well,
time.
regardless, we're arguing. So even with everything you're saying, do you think Infinity War is better than Endgame?
No, I don't know, but I already told you. I think it's Endgame.
I like
Winter Soldier, Infinity War.
I think Ragnarok is better than Infinity War. Ooh. I would go like
That's a bold statement, Kyle.
it is. I like
That's
Winter
the
Soldier, Ragnarok, Endgame, Infinity War.
You think Infinity War is that low? First of all, no. There's no way. Impossible.
How many times have you watched Infinity War?
Well, only
least
once.
like-
but
Only
that's 'cause
once.
I'm
I've seen
busy.
Infinity War like 10 times.
I've seen it.
Wait, you said Infinity War?
Yeah.
I probably seen. Oh, it's on Netflix. I've seen it at least like 4 times.
Yeah, it's so rewatchable.
And it's not really.
What do you mean?
There's
It's
when you take
kinda
the
slow.
When you take the shock factor out, it's boring.
No, the action
Yes.
starts out like almost immediately.
No, because everything is shock factor. Every part of Infinity
But
War is a shock factor.
the
Because
action
you don't know
always
what's about
starts
to
out
happen.
immediately.
Yeah, as a shock, you don't know what's going on. You don't know that Loki's gonna die in the first 5 minutes. You don't. Everything in Infinity War
And
is
then,
shock.
and then
shock.
Endgame is still great after you watch it the first time, but you're still like, I cannot believe this is like a thing. Like you see, let's see Captain America pick up Thor's
Well, no, that's
hammer.
fine. That's why I have Infinity War so low as a flat 4.
That's all right. I'll give you that one.
Take shock value out.
Endgame's still better than all of them.
I don't think it's.
And I think
Okay, here, unpopular opinion. I think Guardians of the Galaxy as a movie is better than Endgame.
Okay.
I think Guardians of the Galaxy was overrated, but it was still good.
That might just be you.
Dude, no, Guardians of the Galaxy as a movie, it's literally just a random bunch of 5 or 6 people, just a random group of people thrown in a movie, and everybody, us 4 right here went to see that movie together, and we went to that movie with very low expectations. We thought it was going to suck.
Well, that's because nobody really cares about the Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's
Which
true.
it's
Exactly,
fine,
correct,
but-
right?
Which is why it's so easy to impress somebody
actually-
because you don't really expect too much from it.
and
I
it's
remember when Tyler had told us that it was announced because he like brought it up on his phone. He's like, "Check this out!" And he like laughed. And it was
We
like,
all
they're
laughed. We
they're
thought it was
making a
gonna be
movie
stupid.
about a
A
sentient
raccoon.
tree and a raccoon, and they pulled that off. That's when I thought that like Marvel was unstoppable.
I think Guardians is bad by any means, but I don't.
I think it's a great movie.
I don't think it can stand.
But I don't think it's.
I would put it. I could put it like a top 7 probably, but I wouldn't say it's top 3 or 4 or anywhere near there.
It's dude. It's just the thing with Endgame is that it's. I know I say this all the time, and I've been saying it for like the past 2 weeks. But it's the ensemble factor, man.
But you can't discard a movie for that.
Yeah, you can't.
I'm not discarding the movie
The
for
only reason
that.
the movie's not the best is because of the fact that it has to lean on another movie. The movie, you have to look at the movie by itself.
I do look at the movie by itself, and I do look at the movie by itself, and before the third act, before Thanos comes to Earth and explodes the tower, which Ant-Man should have totally died in.
I thought about that too. I asked that question.
He should have died hard.
I asked y'all that question after the movie.
He should have died.
Potentially Hawkeye too. He should have died in that whole explosion too.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Hawkeye does what he wants.
He was behind Iron Man's little fake thing. Not fake thing, but his shield when that blew up.
You sure?
Oh no, they put it down
No,
because he already
whenever Thanos starts rocking down, Hawkeye's a normal like human being technically. He should have died. Him and Ant-Man should have been dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyways, before that happened, yeah, it's a greatest hits album. It's literally
But
it goes it's super slow.
I wouldn't say it's slow.
Yes,
but I mean,
it
if you
is.
think about it, we also got to see like
It's funny.
We got the greatest performances out of every single actor in the MCU in that movie. They put Robert Downey Jr. had his best
I will
performance
say
in that movie.
I completely agree with you.
I think Iron Man he did his shit in Iron Man, but in Endgame he
I'll give you Robert Downey Jr.
he was on it.
But I ain't gonna give you
even Chris Hemsworth was on his shit too. Even though
that was because he was able to be funny.
He was more
Well,
fun as
since
shit. in-
time has taken
in-
over.
But I mean, you gotta think about he sold like his whole thing about like seeing his mom again. Sold it. It's like, oh, he's depressed because he should have went for the head and all. Sold it. Like he had more range in this one.
That's two of the actors.
Okay. Chris Evans.
I don't think Chris Evans
did. Chris Evans did way better. He was also funnier in this one than he usually is, but I think he still did better. Like his range was better.
Oh, this was this is my favorite Chris
Instead
Evans
of him being like the smug, like just hard ass, like I know none of this language bullshit. Like he didn't do any of that.
Hell Hydra, bro.
Well, he's like loosened up by this point.
Yeah, so like now, like I think, and then even like Black Widow.
Yeah, he cusses.
She came out.
Yeah.
Jeremy Renner as Hawkeye had way more depth in this movie than he had anything else. That was probably the best part for
they
me.
built up Jeremy Renner
Exactly.
to be able to do that.
Exactly.
Every other
And
time
that's
he
the
was a
reason why.
B-list character in him.
Exactly. But yes, and they literally went over every character so well in this movie. All the original Avengers, like even Rhodey was all right. Like I mean, he was just there doing his thing, like he's supposed to. And then like the ending, depending on how you feel about Captain America and who he should have gave the shield to, that doesn't really matter. But everybody knew that he wasn't coming back.
You even got a great performance from Hulk and Professor Hulk.
Yeah, that was
I liked all the callbacks to Hulk and whenever they
there was a lot of fan service. So if you're not a fan of the comic books, there's people that don't even read comic books that were like, this was one of the greatest movies ever. Like that says a lot. It's people that don't even know anything about any of that stuff.
I think a big thing is it's recent. We just saw it. It's one of the last things in your head. Like you haven't watched Winter Soldier since you watched that movie, have you?
Actually,
You haven't.
But I've seen Winter Soldier a lot. And don't get me wrong, like if I'm talking about like fight scenes, Winter Soldier has the most crisp fight scenes I've ever seen.
yeah.
Because I mean they're all practical fight scenes. Like these are obviously like super CGI.
Because
still
another way to look at like Winter Soldier, it's kind of like a spy movie.
Well, I agree. I think that's why it's at least number 2. I think it's
like a spy movie in like the MCU.
It's their most realistic. I think it's like their most realistic movie to date.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I think is why I put it at number 2. Is because I think besides Endgame just being like it was just as good as it was with all the performances by everybody and like just everything just seemed so. Like, even you already figured you knew it was going to happen anyway, but the way everything played out, it was just nice. Like I didn't expect Iron Man to die. Obviously. But the way he did it and the way he went out and like his I am Iron Man, first of all, that they shot that after the fact. Like they didn't know what they were gonna do. So whenever they like came back and they were like, all right, like bro, that was wild. Like I did not see that coming, and then it's just it's been a thing. It's wild as hell. But I will give Winter Soldier at least a strong 2. And there's like Infinity War is pretty far behind.
I would say like
That's fair with me.
Yeah,
I want to hear Joel's.
You touched on, you said that it's just the greatest hits. It's playing like that was a weakness of the movie, but I think that movie is a culmination of 22 films that come up to that point. 22, even the worst ones. I like the ones that I don't like. I don't like Thor 2.
Okay, how do you feel about Back to the Future Part 2?
Back to the Future Part 2.
Because he literally just goes back in time to the first movie. And it's probably better than the first one.
It's kind of like that.
It's the same thing. It's just greatest hits, but it's only one movie. So he literally just replays the first movie and just follows behind the scenes. Basically, is all he does.
Yeah, I understand that, but
the theme of that movie is time travel. Like it's not.
Exactly.
But he has a whole infinity. He can wipe out half the universe, but time travel in this one's. They even explain time travel pretty well.
Time travel. I have no problem with the time travel thing. Time travel, I don't care about the time travel.
And they even messed up.
We all knew they were going to do time travel. Come on, man.
The thing is, though, is that they messed up pieces of it, like when Loki took the Tesseract and escaped.
Yeah,
they had to go back in time again.
Let me ex machina that and know exactly what time they had Pym particles and the Tesseract in
Captain
the place.
America would know that.
Captain America didn't know it was Iron Man.
Was it Iron Man?
Yeah, and he didn't even know how he knew.
He just knew.
said
He's
it.
like, I just know somehow. He's like, do you trust me? I trust me. Let's go.
Yeah,
Bang.
that's true.
That was the one
Hey,
cop out in the thing that.
That was the one. That was the
If
one.
that's the only
cop-
complaint you have, that's still.
That's not the only complaint I have.
Which changes the whole course of the movie if that doesn't happen.
That's
If they literally mess up and Loki gets that stone and they're gone, what do they do at that point?
Hank Pym.
I was more excited once I saw Loki take that. I thought they were going to chase after Loki, and I was super excited for that. When he took that and they were like, we messed up. I thought they were going to regroup and be like, well, we got to find Loki, and that could open up such another storyline.
They have to do the Loki TV show now, so that's
Well, that's,
No, I get
that's
that.
Exactly. It was literally set up for.
I get that. They set that up, and that's
100%.
fine. But in the movie, like if they would have done even something like that, it didn't have to be a whole thing. But if they even just like stopped Loki before he was able to do something crazy, instead they copped out and they were like, let's just go back in time to a time that I don't know anything about, but I'm just gonna assume this shit's there because this is a movie and I need it to be there. And that's what they did. And that changed again. That changed the whole. Like, why even besides having to set up Loki's TV show? Why, if they were just gonna go back in time for no reason, why even have that part?
I mean,
why not then just give the?
I enjoyed the interaction with Tony Stark and his
No, yeah,
dad.
that was great, but why
No,
not?
I'm not.
I don't think that they did it for Howard. I think it was
You have to set up
specifically.
Peggy.
Oh, well, I think it was partially Peggy, but I think it was a big like, oh, you remember Winter Soldier? You remember when we came here, Winter Soldier?
Yeah.
That's exactly what I thought because it was the bunker.
Yeah, it was the Winter
Because that was one of the
And I
only
was
movies
like-
they didn't touch on in all their flashbacks. So they were like, "Hey, we gotta call out
Well,
Winter Soldier."
But it was like
They kind of touched on
it was
it.
the Winter Soldier and First Avenger, right? Was that the same? Was that the same place? I'm not sure.
I mean,
bunker?
I don't think.
You could- I mean,
think
it's-
so.
I didn't know if it
We
was
don't
the
really
same.
know.
Well, no, I think it was because it says the
Oh, yeah,
birth
because
of Captain
because
America.
he has
So
the
that's
flag-
the
flags
flag thing.
down,
So
yeah.
it's both. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's basically a Captain America callback.
Yeah.
But then the Chris
And
Evans,
Armin
the whole like
Zoola's in it.
completely like to go back to your like performance thing. I like Chris Evans' performance in Civil War more than Endgame.
But I feel like he was still the same pretty much, but like I feel like action-wise he performed. I mean, obviously he had way more to do, but like if you look at his performance and over the entirety of Endgame, he did way better. He showed more
Well, it's
emotion in Endgame than any other movie because in every other movie he's literally just the hardened soldier, just like doing his thing and like.
But he stopped being Captain America in Civil War, which made it fun.
Yeah, but
so
that's
much.
not Winter Soldier though.
Well, I'm not saying
Civil
this.
War's
I'm just no. I'm saying the
still a top
performance. I'm saying the performance is like his best performance isn't in game. I think his best performance is Civil War.
I think it's Endgame because I feel like he combined both.
I think you can argue the Civil War argument though, because you get a lot of growth and you get a lot of stuff from
And-
Civil War and Chris Evans.
Well, absolutely. I mean, obviously, since Endgame's his like technically his last movie, he's fully at that point his character's fully grown. But I feel like he combined all of that, and it came together so well in Endgame for his character.
The thing about it is too. We talked about this. Was Infinity War was an Iron Man Avengers movie, and Endgame was a Captain America Avengers movie.
Yeah.
Like 100%. So I mean, I would hope it would be one of his best ones because it was like a lot of him
For him, yeah.
You know,
He was barely in Infinity
He
War.
did the whole like what was it the meeting with the veterans? What are those called? The whatever.
USO shows?
Yes. And he did that because it was like a callback to Falcon because he died, you know? So, I mean, so yeah, it was a good performance and everything, but I just think Civil War was his best performance and just like as a whole movie and just not as like a superhero movie, I think Captain America Winter Soldier was better than Endgame.
So again, something,
And Infinity War.
something we're all split on is
At least we agree they're the top two.
the top two. And
That's
Nick,
what we
top two.
What are your thoughts on this?
No,
We haven't really heard about it from you, to be honest.
I don't know. I've just been listening to y'all's opinions. I'm kind of with y'all in a way. I have Winter Soldier and Endgame as my top two.
1 and 2. Yeah.
I feel like I need to rewatch Endgame again. I've only seen it the one time.
See, I've seen it twice. I went to go see it with like Scott and everybody, and then I saw it.
I feel like watching a game for the second time, it's not bad, but once you already know what's going to happen, shock value is such a huge factor in movies. So once you watch it again, and kind of you get a little, I don't know, you know what's going to happen. You can start analyzing the movie more.
Hey, the fact that it's in your top two and you just started watching superhero movies like less than a year ago is good enough for me to. I'm gonna say it's number one.
It's. I got to. I feel lucky sometimes because I watched all those movies in the span of like a month or 2 months, I guess, waiting
Like
for
some
Endgame to
people
come
did,
out.
like,
but some
Wait their entire
But
life.
some people watch those movies for like 10 years. So like for me, everyone's like, oh, that callback Iron Man, the callback to Iron Man, which I saw like 12 years ago. I saw that like a month ago. You know, so all that stuff, the Winter Soldier, the Cap, the Civil War, like going from Civil War to now, like I got all that like a month ago. So I got to feel all that stuff, you know. But again, I'm doing the same thing with Game of Thrones. I started that like last month, and I'm on season 7 now. But if we want to jump off the Marvel train, just to kind of jump off, just to jump off something else.
We all agree
But
that
I think
top two.
I think besides Infinity War here, we all have like 1, 2, Winter Soldier, and
sure.
Game.
I will take that
I
to the
mean,
grave.
ish. I don't know. Ragnarok's still really good.
I love Ragnarok. Don't get me
Ragnarok's a
wrong.
good movie.
Ragnarok.
Joel was so against Ragnarok for the longest time too. He thought it was going to be Guardians of the Galaxy with Thor, and I was like, it's not as
Well,
Guardians of the
now-
Galaxy.
I mean, now they're
now
doing
it's
that.
going to be.
It's
yes.
going to be as Guardians of the Galaxy.
But anyway,
We know.
if Waititi's directing it, I'm down with it. I
Well,
don't
just,
care anymore.
my whole thing was I hadn't gotten a real good Thor movie, and I read the Thor comics, and I was like, I didn't think Chris Hemsworth was a bad actor or anything like that, but like, I just felt like whoever was writing for him was just like, it's got to be like,
Oh, he was perfect as Thor. Like
Yeah.
what he did with Thor was great, but yeah, his character in the movies were awful.
Because for me, the moment where I actually was like, that Chris Hemsworth is Thor was not even like during Ragnarok. I thought Ragnarok was so funny. I thought it was good. But is when she was like, what are you the god of? And he's like, I was like, and he comes down and he was funny and he did all the thing and then he was the most powerful thing I've
Oh
seen.
yeah, when he
Like in the shot, like, and I'm a very emotional person.
Power levels too.
Yeah.
Power levels in MCU don't make sense. Let's just note
Very
that.
consistent.
Oh yeah,
Hey.
I'm 100%.
Captain Marvel was still whooping Thanos' ass. He was
I'm not
punching
talking
her.
about Captain Marvel at all.
But I'm saying though, like people sit there and they dog on her like she wasn't strong, like Thanos wasn't sitting there punching her in the face and she wasn't doing anything. He took a whole Infinity Stone and had to whoop her ass with it.
But
it's the
see,
only reason
that's not
that
the
anything
part.
happened.
I'm not.
But yeah, even
touching
Thor
about.
does have.
I'm talking about the whole like Thor like
consistent.
literally threw his axe and like or threw his Stormbreaker into his chest when he was shooting a full power
full-powered
Infinity Gauntlet
His
at him, and it just
Stormbreaker just
ran
went right
through
through the
it and hit
whole
him in the
thing
chest and then clicked.
Stormbreaker's a different animal.
So okay,
But we got his ass kicked with Stormbreaker and Mjolnir.
He got his ass kicked.
With Cap and Iron
Why not
Man.
just do this?
Hey,
Why not
Cap
just look
was-
at Thanos
Cap
and
was
throw
whooping
his
his
axe
ass,
right
which
at
is
him?
weird.
Cap was holding his own.
okay, check this out.
It was like when you like first start playing a video game with a new character. You're like, oh, dude, these are cool moves. That's what I felt like Cap was doing with Mjolnir,
Beginner's luck
and it
kind of
was so funny. Yeah,
And no, before I know we're starting to get off the Marvel train and all that, but
Before, yeah.
we started talking about power levels. I've said this before, and I just want to see how y'all think. I think Superman from the DCEU is the strongest superhero ever, and on film.
he's disgusting. It's like
I don't think any other superhero touches him.
Well, yeah, he's okay.
Cosine facts.
Yes, I think.
My thing is though,
you're a
is
huge
that
Superman fan.
my thing is that he got taken out by a nuke, and I feel like Captain Marvel could probably tank a nuke at
But
this
he
point.
was weakened by the kryptonite. before.
But still, though,
But I thought he was the strongest in the universe.
If
so-
you watch it,
I
before, he has a
still-
cut on his face because he was weakened, and then after he does bathes in the sunlight,
Everybody has
he's
a weakness
awful.
besides Captain Marvel,
Yeah.
okay? Because they made her.
Well, no. But,
yeah,
no. But so if that's the case, if everyone has a weakness, you just said he's the strongest in the MCU, DCU, whatever.
Yeah.
Captain Marvel doesn't seem to have a weakness. So how come she's not the strongest?
because her whole thing is like she's just energy. That's all she is. Like they never really explained her power, but she should technically be able to drain Superman because she literally draws power.
Has she been?
But we don't really know.
Was she manipulating power in the movie?
She was manipulating energy, yes.
Was she
But
manipulating
the only
her
thing the
energy
only thing that took her
versus
out was an Infinity Stone, and that's the only thing, and that's one of the most powerful things in the universe.
Yeah, but it also
So-
you gotta think about what Superman was capable of in his.
But she
movies
also,
and what he was taking
hold on, she also has like 20 plus years of experience with her stuff. So once we get a Captain Marvel 2, which we will because it made a bunch of money.
Yeah.
Basically, we're gonna get one. And don't get me wrong, Brie Larson did great in the role. First of all, the writing was average at best.
Well, she did great in the role because, Carl Danvers isn't the nicest person.
In the writing.
And I'm pretty sure everybody's found out that Brie Larson isn't the nicest person.
She fit the role. Yeah.
Like, it's just the writing was
Didn't
still
that
pretty
Superman
bad.
get his ass kicked by like a shitty Ben Affleck with kryptonite for a little while?
Kryptonite.
His name is Michael Shannon, by the way.
He didn't want to kill him.
Yeah, what's Carol Danvers?
Oh, you're talking about
besides
you're talking about
Infinity
BVS.
Stone?
Talking about
Yeah.
BBS.
That was 100% kryptonite.
We can't
Okay,
talk
so what's
about
stopping her from just flying around anywhere in the whole universe, getting some kryptonite, putting it on her belt, and kicking his ass?
We're not talking about just kryptonite, dude.
All right, they're not fighting. They're not fighting each
Well,
other
it's
anyway,
really
so
hard
it
to
doesn't
get
matter. Because guess what? Hey,
Is it really hard for Captain
BVS
Marvel?
doesn't exist anymore.
I mean, yeah.
So don't worry about it. That's not even. Hey, we have a whole
we
new
would've just-
Batman now.
Well, my only argument was
I'm not talking about the new
my
Batman
only
thing.
argument was he sat down dead ass and said Superman's the strongest in the
I think so.
So I'm asking if you have Captain Marvel, who literally is on the whole universe, and she tells us that in all the movies, like, hey, I'm across the galaxy saving planets or whatever. What's stopping her from finding kryptonite anywhere in the universe and then just coming back and whooping Superman's ass? Nothing.
I mean, she will whoop his ass anyway. But
I don't
regardless
think
of
she'll
that
whip his
fact,
ass anyway. If we had to say she goes and find kryptonite, then yeah. But
But she doesn't have a weakness.
How is she gonna know that his kryptonite is his weakness?
how do we
ask
know? How do
anybody
we
that's
know that
watched
she
any of these
doesn't? She
movies.
can't take a shot or get her neck broken. I mean, Henry Cavill Superman's gonna break necks.
Oh,
He's seen it.
He snaps him, bro.
He's
But
gonna
even
sound
then,
like break
hey,
necks.
Thanos is out here killing Loki with his bare hands, piecing up the Hulk with no Infinity Stones.
That's why the
And-
power levels don't
and
make any
we're
sense.
That's what I'm
sitting
talking
here-
about.
And then we're sitting here and he's sitting there punching Carol Danvers in the face, and she's not even moving at all. Her face didn't move one
So she had to
time.
kind of go binary for it.
And
to
then,
happen.
no.
She started glowing.
And then he grabs the Power Stone that takes out entire planets, and then punches her right in the face with it. It took a whole Infinity Stone.
And she takes that shit though. She
And-
takes
and-
it and she gets back up and continues fighting.
So my thing is that we can't really the power levels are inconsistent between both universes anyway.
Right.
So we can't really sit there and argue about it because Aquaman's gonna come out here.
DC universe is
Well,
kind of
how are we
consistent.
gonna talk about it? Because first of all, BVS basically doesn't exist at this point. They're not gonna like.
I don't know what's happening.
The only thing that like it's Aquaman is the only movie tying them together. And that's
Wonder Woman.
whatever.
They're saying
We don't know what 84 is going to be about.
Yeah.
They're saying it's a reboot.
It might as well be a reboot for the entire DC universe at this point.
Yeah, is Wonder Woman canon anymore since that Batman doesn't
The
exist?
first one's canon with
Well,
Zack
I mean,
Snyder
hey,
DC.
if it's not canon, but they're gonna, I'm pretty sure Shazam's gonna like make its way in because that movie was very successful.
but it was averagely successful.
It was successful because people liked it. It was very like it
I
had
think it
very
was definitely
high.
better than I expected, but I don't think it was as great as people thought it. Like
I think it's the best one. I think it's better than Wonder Woman.
I thought Wonder Woman was overrated anyway.
Well, everybody says that Wonder Woman is the best DCEU movie, right? That's what everybody says.
No, they do say
Right?
that. Obviously,
I think
it's not
Shazam's better.
nominated for.
See,
can
I
that.
think, and I talk. This is just a Rambo thing. I think because we argued this about Ragnarok and Guardians of the Galaxy. Rambo is a big like.
DC fan.
No. He's a big humor fan. He's a big humor fan. Like he thinks Guardians of the Galaxy is so good, based off the
But
humor.
he's always
he
so
thinks Shazam
mad.
is so big off the humor.
That's why I like him.
That's what I'm saying. So Wonder Woman is no humor, barely a little bit of humor with Chris Pine, a little bit, but obviously Shazam is humor like almost the whole movie. So he's gonna take the humor. If movies are neck and neck, like if there's just tied, whichever one's funnier, he's gonna take.
I mean,
That's
I
not
think-
true because I would pick Winter Soldier over Guardians.
Wonder Woman was.
Well, yeah,
Wonder Woman
that's just a hands down.
Yeah, well, it's because Winter Soldier is definitely a better movie.
I'm saying if they were like neck.
That's
and
like
neck,
saying
you're
The
gonna take
Dark
Wonder
Knight's not
Well,
better than
but
any other
also,
movie.
and I also believe about Wonder Woman. I feel like if Chris Pine wasn't in that movie, I don't think Gal Gadot could carry it by herself.
No, absolutely not. No.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I think that Shazam was better because it was a kid playing the role. It was a kid, and then it was like
They picked a really great lead actor to be a child basically the whole time. But
exactly.
I feel like his villain was better. Like his villain was definitely better.
His villain Mark Strong is
Exactly.
a good actor. So.
The villain in Wonder Woman was super disappointing. Even though, don't get me wrong, he was in Harry Potter. He's dope. But the ending was not all that.
Was it?
He was in Harry Potter.
He was.
He was Lupin.
Oh, he is Lupin.
Yeah. But other than that, it's
Hades.
just
Did you ever finish Harry Potter?
No, I watched like the third movie the other day.
How do you feel?
Dude, he
about-
started like a month ago too.
Well, he's been
I
busy.
just not.
He doesn't like it.
He can't. He did the same thing with Star Wars, but
I couldn't finish.
But
Star
he
Wars.
loves Revenge of the Sith.
That's just a great movie.
oh my god.
Revenge of the Sith is good. It's definitely all right. It's the best of the prequels.
Hey, it's-
Let's
Okay,
go
how
there.
about this? Take out my
Which
like
doesn't say a
crazy
lot.
unbiased that I think it's like one of the greatest, if not the best, Star Wars movie of all time. It's not a bad movie. Revenge of the Sith is not a bad movie.
No, it's
I wouldn't say it's bad, but it's definitely. I mean, being,
definitely the best prequel.
being the best prequel is not
not
that
a
hard.
not
It's
a great.
No, don't even put it up against the other prequels. I'm
It's like
just
saying
saying
like Ragnarok's
it's
the best Thor.
It's a good movie.
It's the best.
That's,
shit.
that's a very good point. That's actually, I think that's the best comparison you could probably give it. Except
Yeah, it's
Thor
also-
Ragnarok was
I'm saying not
really
comparing it
fucking
to the
good.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
I'm saying just as an overall standalone movie, it's not a bad movie.
I'm still in the camp that if you watch the new saga, you would like it.
I don't like. I watched. What did I?
I don't like the new saga.
Dude, I love the
I
new
think
saga.
Scott
I,
would like
I watched the new.
I do love the new saga, but that's just
I watched the new.
That's the
I did
I'm
think
talking-
the
that's
whole,
original.
like-
You watched The New Hope and you've seen Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
You fell asleep during Empire Strikes Back,
which is the best.
that's the best Star Wars of all time.
No, it's not.
Those movies are just. I
think it's Return of the
I think
Jedi?
that's just something
That's
that I
the most
just
boring
am
one.
not gonna like because I've tried and I just don't like. I don't like Star Wars.
He just Scott doesn't like
I'm not a big
fantasy
person.
genres
Yeah.
at all.
The only
But you
thing that
watched-
finally grabbed me with fantasy is that superheroes is its own genre now. Superheroes is big enough to be its own genre.
That's right.
Yeah,
He's right.
you can't
It's
put
not.
that in fantasy.
Superhero doesn't fall into fantasy. Superheroes is superheroes.
Yeah, it's not fantasy.
I don't fight
comic
anybody.
books.
Comic book. Okay,
It's its own
comics books is its own thing.
Yeah.
So fantasy, I tie in with like
Lord of the Rings,
because
Harry Potter.
because yeah, most fantasy is its own like whole.
The greatest
I-
trilogy of all time.
I'm not a big Lord of the Rings
Some people
fan.
watch it.
I'm not. I've
Ooh.
seen Lord of the Rings. I've seen the
Ooh,
first
he
two.
didn't like that.
I've seen the first Lord because they're like fucking 5-hour long movies. But I've seen the first two movies, and the only part of all of those I like is whenever they're yelling out their kill count on top of the tower. That was the only part that I was like, oh, that's
Hey, I will sit here and tell you that no matter how many Academy Award nominations it got, that doesn't matter because Titanic got a lot and that movie fucking sucks.
cool. No, it doesn't. Titanic's not
Movie's
that
not good.
And Avatar got a lot too. That movie sucks too.
The best
Avatar does not suck,
part
bro.
about Titanic
It's
is
basically
the
just
guy who
Pocahontas,
falls off the boat.
Ferngully, and Dances with Wolves all combined into one. They were like, let's make them blue though, and put them in space.
They did a good job for combining three totally different movies.
Oh, they're the exact same movie.
Are you actually defending Avatar right now?
Are
You're
you?
the worst person ever. So they took all these sad. They took first of all, there's a thousand stories they could have
the
told.
movie of all time.
Not anymore.
No, it's
What?
about the
It's-
Endgame.
It's about Endgame's gonna take over.
It hasn't even taken over yet, but still.
about-
It was like 100,000 behind, like
But
the beginning of the
okay, hold on. So hold on. I'm kind
fine.
of backing up Scott right here. Highest grossing movie of all time didn't need 22 other movies to complete
It also got re-released like twice,
because it was.
and it's because it was when like 3D like just started making its comeback, and so like a bunch of people went and saw it in 3D.
Wait a minute. You guys actually think Avatar's a bad movie?
Avatar's not that good.
I didn't say not that good. I'm just.
It's
we got to make sure we're doing the good arguments
super
here.
overrated.
No. That's
Okay,
fine.
no, what? Time out.
I'm not. Look, let me make sure my argument is clear. I am not fighting that Avatar's one of the best movies of our time. I think Avatar's a good movie. That's it.
I'm gonna ask you questions
Okay.
real quick. Do you think that you would be excited to visit Avatar World at Disney World?
I wouldn't want to go to Disney World, but I mean, if I was gonna,
What the fuck?
If I was gonna, I don't like fantasy.
You like Disney?
I like Disney, like little kids.
The
Disney
happiest
movie
place
stuff,
on earth,
but
Scott.
I'm not gonna
It's
go to
Disney
fucking
World.
Hogwarts.
Even-
I don't want to go.
That's
there.
not
Universal.
Disney World.
I don't, whatever, dude. I don't care for that kind of stuff.
It's
I
just
don't want to
like-
go.
All right, so wait,
So,
you're telling
okay.
me you don't ever want to take your kids to Disney?
I want to take my kids.
Exactly.
I don't care.
But
to
you
go.
would have
You
fun
wouldn't
there.
go by yourself.
But you wouldn't go in there and
So
be like,
you win like two all expenses paid passes. You and your wife.
Look, you're asking
That's
me-
completely
look, you're
different. That's
asking
like
me
saying
free
you
stuff. If you give me a free,
But you gotta pay for the plane ticket to get there.
nope.
I've never been to
I'll sell those tickets. I'll sell
That's so not good. Oh,
That's ridiculous.
That's a
I don't
bad.
care to go. I mean, I'll take my kids if they want to do it. But me, if you gave me a one-way trip free, I got to go. I'm not gonna go.
I know you
That's
can't.
crazy.
You
Oh,
can't
I'm definitely
see
doing
it
that.
if you're just
I've
listening
been
to the
there all day.
podcast. But
I've
this is how
never been.
Scott looked at Six Flags riding around.
So just
face.
huge thing for all that. I don't like roller coasters, amusement park. I don't like rides at all.
Why?
Okay,
That
makes
cuts
more
out
sense
like
now.
almost the whole thing.
Okay,
What am I gonna do? Go and not ride any ride?
So
Well, okay. To be honest, the little would you visit Avatar World is a terrible argument.
Well, yeah, but
I'm saying, would any of y'all visit Avatar World? Are y'all? Would y'all
If
be
I
excited?
could go into it, yeah. I'd
If I could go to real life,
Why would you not?
Why would I not go?
I hear that their ride is the best fucking ride ever. The Avatar ride.
You hear that?
But is that what you were looking forward to?
I don't know. I heard the Harry Potter double dragon.
No, if I'm
type
going to
ride
Disney
was
World, I
pretty
want to
cool.
go Disney stuff. But I mean, if Avatar's
They're
there,
having
I
a
get to
Star Wars world now.
I'm not gonna
That's
walk
gonna
by and be
awesome.
like Avatar. No way.
Were you-
I'm gonna do it.
Were you super excited are you super excited that a sequel's been announced?
There's been, first of all, there's like 3 or 4.
Are you super excited that?
Wait a minute. What's the original argument?
I'm saying, do you think that Avatar deserved any of those things besides being the highest grossing movie?
Yes,
It
why it's
didn't
getting
deserve,
all
it didn't
those
deserve
things.
Academy Award nominations.
I
It
don't
wasn't
think.
that
I
good.
don't think that
It
it
didn't even
deserved
win
any
it.
of that.
It didn't win, but
Okay,
it still
if
got the
this makes you
nominations.
happy, I think
lot
Avatar's
of movies.
overrated.
But the
I don't
Hard
think
Rock
Avatar
beat
is
it,
a
which
bad
is
movie.
fine because the
I
Hard
don't
Rock
think
is actually a
I
really
didn't
great
watch
movie.
Avatar and be like, eh. I watched it and I was like, damn, that was a good movie.
I always think of Avatar as like a phenomenon.
Yeah, pretty much.
How did that
It
happen?
was a 3D phenomenon. That's exactly what it was.
I
But
watched
it's
it.
not a terrible movie. You're acting like Sharknado got it.
Okay, no,
awards.
Sharknado's. We don't even talk about that because that doesn't matter.
Sharknado's got fresh on Rotten Tomatoes.
I'm saying y'all talking about Avatar like it's the worst movie to ever.
No,
We just said.
No, they think Titanic is.
No, I don't think
Those
so.
are both bad movies, but they're not.
They're not
bad
Neither one of those is a
I don't
bad
think they're
movie.
good
I can
movies.
get that. I can understand that either overhyped or
Why is
overrated.
Titanic such a
but they're
terrible
not bad movies. Neither of those.
I feel like I just don't like James.
Neither of those are literal bad.
I
Unless
love
it's
T2.
hold on.
T2.
Unless it's I was literally about to say unless it's Titanic
Sucks.
not Titanic. T2 or what was it? Aliens.
Alien.
Yeah, Aliens.
Aliens franchise is one of the best franchises of all time.
You agree?
After 2, 1 and 2.
Well, it drops a little bit after two.
T2 is like one of the best sequels ever.
Three was trash.
Alien Resurrection is garbage, but Aliens
Covenant.
opened up the
Oh,
yeah.
We
Alien,
don't talk about it.
Alien opened up the door for sci-fi and horror to come together and just change the game altogether. That was the doorway. Alien was the movie that did that.
But not a lot of games, not a lot of movies have taken the advantage of that.
well, some some that a little bit sci-fi. It's not sci-fi, but some zombie stuff kind of do it. Zombie like Quarantine that can kind of go into sci-fi horror together.
You know,
It's not just straight up.
That's
If we're
still
talking-
just a straight zombie movie.
if we're talking about sci-fi horror,
but
I would put it in
Zombie
How is
movies
it
way
sci-fi
before
though?
Alien.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
can't say
it's
it's sci-fi. It was, but it's not sci-fi though. It's just
No, I agree with you. I think it's just a horror
I'm saying
movie.
some.
it's a straight zombie horror.
zombie movie. Yeah, I agree.
Like Night of the Living Dead would have
Yeah,
influenced that more than anything else. But also the fact that The Exorcist, I think, was kind of overhyped. I think it did for at the time change horror movies, but it's I watched it and thought it was
The
fun.
Exorcist is for its time. Yes, yeah.
But
I
you-
will
But
give
there's also a lot of movies that do that. Like obviously now if you watch them, you're like,
That's
oh,
what I think The
it's aged.
Shining is. I don't think The Shining is
That's
that good
a
a
The
movie.
Shining is a classic.
Okay, you know what I'm gonna say? The Shining is not that good a movie. The Shining is overrated. It's dated.
Hold on, hey, hold on.
The Shining
You
is
know
not
what?
that good.
Hey, since we're talking about this, a movie that's overhyped and overrated and is old as hell.
Oh my God.
A Clockwork
Oh,
Orange.
Clockwork Orange is a stupid
It
movie.
sucks.
It's a horrible movie.
Jake Blackman, if you're listening to this, I'm sorry.
Jake Blackman. Clockwork Orange is stupid.
I love you too.
I
But-
watched it again. I was like, oh, there's all these deep messages.
I can't do
So
it.
the only deep message I got is that I watched this hour-and-a-half long piece of
Shit.
and I was not happy. And you know what? Now that we're talking about it, maybe Stanley Kubrick wasn't that great to me.
Okay, hold on. Let's rewind and go back to the Shining thing real quick.
The Shining is
just
a
gonna gloss over
classic.
that.
Hey, by the way, speaking of that, there's a sequel coming out, so you better watch it.
Why it's gonna be good. That movie came out
That's a
40 years ago. Now we're gonna finally get a sequel.
It's
I don't care. That movie's I forgot about the movie already. I don't know why they're doing it.
I mean, it's like they redid it finally, and guess what? It's better than the
Yeah, they
original.
Hey, that
redid
was a
it. They didn't make a
TV
sequel.
movie.
They redid it.
That was a TV
Well, they
movie
did
that
it.
Yeah.
They did it, and now they're getting a sequel.
Well, yeah, to the remake.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
it was that-
No, he's saying The Shining's getting a sequel, not a remake.
it's the book
I
because
understand.
it takes some time to get the book. Do the book right.
I think
Stephen King.
It's boring.
it's Stephen.
I mean, Stephen King didn't like the movie himself.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
I don't
not
care.
alone,
Stephen
but-
King is still not like the movie. It's a great.
It is a great movie. I think it's great.
Did anybody see
boring.
Pet Cemetery?
It's one of the most like it
No, not
has
yet.
one of those quotable lines.
I want to see it.
I want to see
Is
it.
it
I
out?
want to see it.
Pet
Yeah, Pet
Cemetery.
Cemetery. I think it
been out
might
for
be.
like.
Oh, okay.
It comes out. I think it comes out.
Oh, it's not out
No,
yet.
it's not out yet.
On DVD. No, it comes out like
On DVD.
On DVD.
Oh, that's not a good sign.
Oh,
It's been out a while in theaters.
Yeah, no,
I
it
want to
comes
see.
out soon.
Y'all seen trailer for Crawl?
no.
Yes, it's about alligators.
Yeah, the alligator.
Oh yeah.
that
It
looks
looks
dope.
awesome.
There's a movie about alligators.
No, it actually looks good.
When
though.
you hearing just alligators, it's about what it is there's a mom and a dad, a daughter and a dad. They stay behind on for like a hurricane tornado warning. Instead of evacuating, they stay home. There has a mad flood. They get caught in their house, and instead of like the storm being the worst thing, there's alligators.
Kind of like
there,
the
too.
Family Guy episode where they all get trapped. Or no, not Family Guy. American Dad episode where they all get trapped and like the water rises and there's like a shark in there. Yeah, you haven't seen that?
Oh, I've seen it. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But it's
Basically just like that.
I don't like animal horror.
Well, watch the trailer. They sell it.
Well,
pretty
I
well.
got
You
I
guys
wanna-
ever seen Jaws or something?
Okay,
like
no, I'm
that?
gonna frame this.
No, you've never seen
Jaws is
E.T.
amazing.
I've never seen E.T. and I'm never gonna watch E.T.
Oh my
But
god!
I've had Jaws on the I've turned Jaws on and I've been like, okay.
Oh wait, so he hasn't watched Jaws either. He hasn't seen either.
I'm gonna watch Jaws and then like I've always done something I thought was better than watching Jaws.
Oh,
Like,
if we're gonna talk about movies that we haven't seen before, I have never watched Indiana Jones.
Oh, that's still bad.
I know
never
it's
seen
bad.
it.
Okay,
I've
all right,
never
I'm
seen
lying.
any of those.
I am
That's
lying.
all. That's
I'm
all.
lying.
What is
I'm
that?
lying.
I've never seen any of those.
Hold on. Wait.
Never seen
What are y'all shaking y'all's head for? Like it's like trash.
I mean,
No, I was agreeing with him that I've never seen them.
No, Brandon was like, no
on.
thanks. Like, I'll wipe my.
I've just seen that
Maybe
one
this is one of my
scene.
favorite movies.
I've just never seen them.
I've only seen
Right?
the Crystal Skull.
Oh my gosh.
Which don't get me wrong, in my heart I know
There's the
that's
Rambo
wrong.
walk-off.
Oh god.
I already know
The
it's
only
terrible.
thing I've seen was the guy got in a fridge and the fridge flew away.
that's the worst
And
movie.
I was like,
sorry.
I was like, that makes me want to
Even
watch that.
I know it's the
After I
worst
saw
movie.
that, like I
But
couldn't.
like, okay, Crystal Skull isn't like the other two.
No, yeah, the Crystal Skull is
The
a,
other
like
three.
I
don't even know how many
I haven't
movies
Bro,
there are.
Crystal Skull is so bad.
I know.
Why
don't
would
care
you?
about this
I put it
franchise.
on.
Why would you? That's literally like watching like what? Oh my god! I can't even imagine there being a saga and me watching the last one first, and then
it
it
was
just
the
being
worst one.
the worst one ever. Like, oh my god, Aliens? Are you kidding me? Terrible, bro. Fucking George Lucas shitting on another franchise.
Speaking of aliens, I haven't seen the first two Alien movies.
Those are the good ones.
Alien is one of the best movies of all time.
Neither is Rambo.
haven't either.
apparently.
Then what do you care?
I was just saying from everybody else's.
So we're all doing like bad ones because I haven't. Okay,
You already did yours. You haven't seen E.T. or Jaws.
So here's
Yeah,
another-
those are huge.
No, here's
I don't
another
even
one
want to hear
that's
anymore.
big.
Those are phenomenon. Like, I want you to realize that summer blockbuster was defined by Jaws.
No, like literally,
Like, Jaws
no,
literally defines summer
Yes,
blockbuster.
like my mother was working in the movie theater when Jaws came out originally, and she told me that people were scared. She lived in Chicago, like not Chicago. She lived in Illinois. There was a lake near them, dude. She said people were scared to go in the fucking lake.
Wow.
Because of Jaws, because it was that terrifying of a
can't
movie.
get into
Lake
it.
Placid.
I'm not.
Lake Placid.
I just-
Well, that's
I'm not
literally
that-
exactly what I thought.
What
destroyed me.
what takes you away from wanting to watch
I'm not
Jaws?
afraid of animals. Man.
That doesn't matter.
Because you're not
Wait, you're
watching
not
scary movies of animals.
If I watch a scary movie of animals, every time I'm like, that's stupid. Just don't swim in the water. How'd you get killed?
Okay, honestly, I'm gonna say.
Like, oh,
Like especially Cujo, like just put the dog in a cage. Cujo.
Jaws is like one of the greatest horror movies of all time.
Don't swim.
and like,
What do you mean? Don't swim.
Yeah,
It's a shark. You're just in the water. It's just there.
don't be in the water.
Exactly.
It sank a whole fucking boat.
There's sharks in the beach anyway.
It sank a whole boat.
When's the last time I was?
We're gonna need a bigger boat. There's a whole reason
He
for
doesn't
that.
understand that.
Holy
No,
hell!
I've-
Watch
No,
the
no,
damn
you
movie.
don't understand it because you haven't seen the movie, so you don't understand.
I know it's a big shark, and they got in a boat, and they killed it with an oxygen tank. I know it was stupid.
He literally looked up about it so he could just shit
No,
on
I
it.
just.
But he's never
Just
actually
like
seen
he does with everything he doesn't
seen
want
it
to
on
watch,
YouTube.
he'll look up the ending so he knows how to talk.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's such a shitty thing.
See,
I hate you for that.
That's such a
shit.
horrible
It makes me
quality.
so mad.
We don't
Why?
put it out there.
Just watch the damn thing and judge it for yourself.
We're only wanting you to ask Jaws.
But now
Not
that you know
all
how
the
it ends, it
sequels,
doesn't
just
matter.
Jaws.
But I got one more that I haven't seen, and this one's bad because I've seen every other movie in the franchise, and I don't think Rambo knows this about me.
Oh, I'm gonna be pissed.
I've never seen Rocky 1.
I do know that. You told me that.
I'll do one better. I've never seen any of the Rockies except Rocky Balboa.
Oh my! Hey, that's not a bad one.
I know it's not bad. That's the only one I've seen.
Hey, honestly,
Wait, hold on,
Rocky 1 is like, first of all, probably the greatest sports movie of all time. If we're talking about sports movies, because it still counts. Yes, it is. But
Boxing.
I'm not arguing that.
Rocky 4 is my favorite.
Rocky 4 is the
Rocky 4 is everybody's favorite. You know why? Because it's like, dude,
Drago.
fuck Russia.
He stopped the Cold War, man. That's like that's a top 10 superhero movie.
But also,
I've never seen any of the Mission
the
Impossible.
fact that Creed and Clint,
All right, we're gonna say.
you said what?
Hold on. We're gonna go back to the Rocky thing with Joel real quick, and we'll tackle this.
The Bergeron duo.
So
will
I
make
want
me
you to
upset.
know
They're
that
treating me.
Creed and Creed 2 are probably the best like spin-off sequels ever.
I haven't seen Creed 2 yet.
They are
I still
they're
haven't seen
both
either.
good.
Dude, the first one I love.
Spin-off
Hold on. So he's seen Creed, he's seen Rocky Balboa, he's seen Rocky 5, he's seen
Yeah.
Rocky 4, Rocky 3, which is not that good, Rocky 2, which is amazing, Rocky 5 sucks too. But he hasn't seen the one that was nominated for an Academy Award, didn't it win Best Picture?
Yeah.
It
It
won,
got
I think
nominated
it
for
won
screenplay.
no, it won Best Picture, I'm pretty sure
I think it won screenplay. I think it won screenplay, not best picture.
Regardless, it won a major
anyway,
Oscar.
it
he's
was nominated for a
he's
lot
seen
of them,
all
yes.
the other ones, but he hasn't seen that one.
I'm not a good.
And don't get me wrong, if you expect it to be like the rest of them, it's not gonna live to the hype. But the Rocky franchise,
it's not like he did what you did and just jumped to the last Indiana Jones movie that
all right.
everybody knows is garbage.
Let me
he
tell
watched
you why.
every other Rocky movie
Let me tell you why.
before watching the first
That whole
one.
movie?
I'm only gonna tell you only because since
Oh my God.
You went to the theaters and paid money to watch the
I'm
last
trying to-
movie of a franchise
no, I
I've
did
never
not
seen.
pay for anything.
Yes.
I went with my family because they were like, "Oh, Indiana Jones is
You
coming out."
let your whole family.
How would I know it's bad if I haven't seen it yet?
I don't know, dude.
How would I know?
I'm just saying. I didn't say bad. I said you went for the last movie.
Shia LaBeouf was in it. That's all in the movie.
Hey, simmer down.
Holes is a great movie. I don't want to hear anything about
So
it.
Holes Disturbia. Give me another good shot.
Disturbia
It's a good
is a
movie too.
Fury.
The first Transformers movie.
Exactly. Shut up then.
The first Transformer movie.
I don't like any of the
The first one. The first one was.
I'll say the first one. The first one was a good movie.
Okay.
Hey,
Every other one.
but Bumblebee is the best
Transformers
one.
1 was just
Shia
my
LaBeouf
sexual
on it, so.
awakening.
But Bumblebee
As
was
a,
great.
what, dude? When Megan Fox got, everyone, we've seen the pictures on Twitter. Everyone was talking about it. When Megan Fox got over the hood of the car, that's,
Bro, that was my background on my desktop.
yeah, everyone was. I was like, holy shit! Like, bring them thumb fingers here, girl. She is so fun.
But anyway, so back to Scott about what was that?
He'd never seen the Mission Impossible.
First of all, I want you to know.
Any
The
Mission Impossible.
last Mission Impossible movie is probably the greatest action movie of all time,
Do you hear this?
and I will stand by it.
What about
The last Mission Impossible movie is probably the
Isn't
greatest
there like 7 of them?
action movie of all time.
That's weird, man. I don't remember it being called The Raid Redemption 2.
First of all, John Wick 3. John Wick 3 was better than The Raid and The Raid.
Whoa, I haven't seen John Wick 3.
I haven't seen it
I'm
yet.
excited.
I just saw it. That's a good
Like
movie.
the hand-to-hand. Me and Nick were in there together. First of all, bro, the hand-to-hand fighting.
that
First of all,
axe-
Keanu Reeves being
My dad
50
started
plus
watching
years
those
old. Oh my god.
I'm not
The
gonna-
man is a.
We're always gonna come back to Keanu Reeves because that's like.
We're always because Keanu Reeves is the
Kevin
best
Bacon
thing of all time.
but it's Keanu Reeves.
And Bill and Ted 3, what?
So actually, we've jumped a lot into movies, and we want to show people again that we're not only going to be talking about movies, sports. We're going to be kind of all over the place. So
We just got really deep into
we got deep into movies.
Well, I mean,
and
someone literally brought up Endgame for the
We
That was
we
the
went down a
first
great
one.
rabbit hole.
we went down. Yeah, we started at Endgame.
great.
We went from Endgame
So
to
Mission Impossible.
Rocky, Mission Impossible, Indiana Jones,
we went all over the place.
Jaws,
So-
E.T.
Jaws.
So this will be a podcast that
Shining.
covers a lot of stuff, and just to show you how deep we can get into movies once we have an episode that is strictly over certain kind of movie. Excuse me, certain kind of movies, but just for the sake of it and for fun of it, and to show that we're going to be all over the place, let's shotgun another topic that can be, out of the blue, I guess. So people.
Shoot it, Tyler. I know you want to say
Oh, I
something.
don't know. I was trying to think of something. I'm excited to figure something out. I'm just like, I'm excited to talk about other shit because.
Well, I kind of wanted to get it out before I had to leave.
Good.
Let's all predict Super Bowl champions. Way too early. Super Bowl champions.
Actually, you know what? Kind of spin off of what you're saying. I don't know if you want to do Super Bowl I was gonna throw out bold predictions.
I want to. I
you
kind
want
of
Super
wait until
Bowl?
like the preseason-ish before we start doing our bold predictions.
Why not this early though? You know how fun that would be.
Yeah.
Let me think about it.
I haven't
You're
even done
jumping-
like a
you're
lot of
jumping on
research
it.
or anything.
Let me-
I know exactly. Fresh off just fresh off.
All right, my top 3:
Oh, we're doing it.
Oh,
the New Orleans Saints, the Kansas City Chiefs, and Houston Texans. Bet money.
See, you want time to think? You want
That's not gonna be biased.
those are.
All right,
those
you
are
have yours?
AFC and
Let me think.
Oh no! Hey,
I'm saying one of them is gonna win.
No, yo, say this. Both conference championships.
AFC and NFC.
Oh,
The
okay.
conference championship game for both NFC and NFC. Yeah,
I
AFC
think-
and NFC.
I don't think the Rams repeat, go to the Super Bowl. I think the Saints make it. I think Breeze. This is gonna be like Breeze's like going out party.
I
I think
agree.
Breeze is gonna go win a Super Bowl.
It's gonna be his Peyton Manning.
This is gonna be
Broncos
his.
type
He's gonna be
thing.
done.
Chill, because
But he's gonna do better because
Thank
he's
you.
always been
I think-
fucking solid.
I think the Patriots make it to the championship game again, but get beat by somebody. I just don't know who.
Because
I,
Drew Brees is the greatest quarterback.
I want to say.
whoa! We're not having this conversation. But we'll get back to that later.
I'm trying to draw something out.
We'll get back to that later. Let's just do the championship.
I
One of these episodes.
I could even see a
Jeez.
repeat of like Saints and Rams, but the Saints actually take it. I think the Saints go to the Super Bowl. On the other side, I think we have like a not
The Kansas City
random,
Chiefs?
but I think we have somebody that we're not ready for. I think we have like a not this team specifically, but like a Chargers-esque team. Like go like.
So you think it's gonna be Chiefs versus some random team?
Chargers.
Patriots
no
versus
Saints?
someone.
Oh,
I think it's gonna be the Saints versus like.
no. Do the like the conference
AFC.
championships.
Oh, I got Saints and Rams, but I think the Saints go. I think you have like. So let's think about who's going to make the playoffs in the AFC. It's going to be like Chiefs, Patriots.
Texans.
I think the Texans make. I think that
Colts is a wild card.
I see
don't
the
know,
Texans
man.
schedule.
The Colts look good.
I can see the Colts winning, and this is I'm a huge, biggest Texans fan probably for me. But I think that the Texans, get like a wild card spot. I don't think we win the division this year. I think the Colts are going to win the division. I think looking at our schedule and the strength of the schedule, the Texans have the third hardest schedule in the league.
I think our window to like do it big was last year.
Well, I don't think we're done. I think if we,
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to get too deep into this, but the Texans have a lot of key pieces that they have addressed this offseason, and if those hit, then the sky's the limit. But regardless, the Texans could knock it off. But I think even if the Texans do, they get like divisional round, maybe AFC Championship. If the Texans are in the AFC Championship with the Patriots are going to win and go to the Super Bowl.
We can't beat them.
But I think you see somebody like the Chargers or the Chiefs make it into the AFC Championship and knock off the Patriots. So
You think the Browns make it deep?
no, I think the Browns are overhyped.
You don't believe in the Browns?
I've seen so many amazing Browns teams that were supposed to be great and be garbage.
I mean, I
think they
predicted
can-
them to go
I think
8-8
the Browns will be like 9-7.
Yeah, they can push for a wild card.
Oh, that would be
spot.
amazing.
I think
they would be 9-7.
They make it into the playoffs at all.
No, I think they would go 9-7 and not make the playoffs. They're going to be one of those kind of
Oh,
teams.
really?
The
8-8, 9-7.
AFC is stacked.
Don't make, yeah,
Yeah,
it
true.
is.
That's
So that's why I think they still got
I
to be.
think-
They're in the same division as the Steelers. Am I
I
right?
think they might. Yeah, but
So
the
you gotta-
Steelers,
you
the
gotta
Steelers
knock
aren't going to be good.
No,
I think the Steelers
I think
actually
the Steelers
gonna
are
be
still
way
going to be
better
fine.
than-
Yeah, the
Do
Steelers
you?
are going to be fine.
Yeah,
They did. Connor's going to come back. You have
Well,
Juju.
it's not
still.
even the Steelers, dude. They're in the same division as the Ravens. They can't beat the Ravens.
I think the Ravens like
Lamar Jackson
powerhouse
after a second year.
for that
Yeah, the
division.
Ravens.
Yeah, but OBJ has a quarterback now, and I don't even like Baker Mayfield, but he's better than Eli Manning is now.
I just don't. I think it's all hype. I think.
And they also have a good running back. They got a backfield. They got
They have two.
a quarterback. They got
I
two
just.
good
running backs.
Well, I mean, yes, they have a backfield. They have a good
I,
quarterback.
I gotta see, and kind of
solid
something you said
receiver.
before. I gotta
and they
see like
still,
a solid
they still
like
did
year
good
or two
last season without
before-
these other additions.
I just don't see it. I think 8-8, 9-7.
And don't get me wrong, hey, I called 8-8 last season.
9-7 is their ceiling.
They went
for me.
7-8.
If they win more than 10 games, I'll shit in my hand. Like I
Oh, God.
I don't. think
Okay,
That is recorded. That is on video.
that is
I want-
Rambo's
I
statement. I know that
I
one.
don't think
We're gonna make the video. We're gonna have a big black square and just Scott shitting in his hand.
Oh yeah, we're not even showing anything but shit.
There's gonna be a
Probably gonna be ice
counter
cream.
as the Scott shitting in his hand counter. Let's
Not
think the
do
Browns.
that.
Browns are gonna win. Let's go
Browns
Brownies.
won more than 10 games, I promise you. But
Let's go Brownies. Let's go
but
Brownies.
so you know what? If I'm gonna grab anybody, I know I'm taking up a lot of the talking time, but I'm gonna go Chiefs, Chiefs Saints, and Breeze takes it and possibly retires if he wins.
I need Breeze to win.
I think I'm gonna go Saints Chiefs. Breeze takes it and walks away.
I see that.
So it's gonna be
that's pretty
Chiefs,
much.
Patriots, and the AFC
Yeah.
again.
That's pretty much where I'm at.
I don't know. I just have a weird feeling the Patriots are gonna they're gonna be normal, great regular season, 12-4, 13-3, but they're gonna lose early in the playoffs.
Garbage division.
Well, yeah. Who are they gonna be? The Bills.
Well, no, if you really
Dolphins.
think about, okay, y'all gonna shit on them. That division has a highest win percentage against everybody in the NFL for the last 15 years.
Yeah, but also you could say the same about the AFC. The AFC South has had the most consistent over 500 teams for the past 5 years. We've had 8-8, 9-7, 10-6 for the past 5 years. The Jags are always sitting at 4-12, but the Titans, the Colts, and the Texans for the last 4 years have been 500 or above.
There's always a different division winner every year.
Had a bad year this year. They made the playoffs.
They were good.
Yeah,
They went to the
I'm
conference
saying at least three out of the four have always had a positive record.
I can't say that about that.
I just
Can't say that about the Patriots division.
they have to deal with the Patriots every year.
Well, I'm saying they can't exactly. So they don't. But it's just I don't think they don't got to deal.
I don't think it's hard for me to admit, but I think that this might be the beginning of the end. And someone has to say it,
Well, he's got to finally be done.
Well, I mean, the biggest thing is, dude, is that he's I'm pretty
We're
sure.
talking about Brady.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you were probably going to say something about this. No.
He's got 6.
Pretty sure you were going to say something about this. Gronk retired.
That's a big deal. Yeah,
That's huge.
I mean, he still got Edelman, but I mean, it was the Edelman Gronk.
The only thing that kind of made me go, is the wide receiver they drafted is perfect for the Patriots.
They never drafted a receiver in the first round.
He's pretty raw.
They haven't drafted a receiver in the first round since 2001.
And he's got a Patriots mentality. He's a Belichick guy.
Well, like you said, we gotta wait because we've seen people. What if he's a Kevin White? You know what I mean? We've seen number one solid first round receiver.
But it's the Patriots.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
They can make anyone good.
Who hits harder in the draft?
They've never drafted a receiver in the first round since 2001.
Okay, well then how do we know?
Was Terry Glenn was the last receiver?
Something I don't know. All right, something I don't know. All right, so who was their last number one pick that stayed on the team and performed very well? Because I don't know that. I don't know who it is. Their last number one pick, the person they picked in the first round that was actually on the team when they wanted actually
Wasn't
play
Malcolm
games.
Brown the last guy they picked first round?
Oh, the defensive tackle. I think so.
Or I don't know if that was last year.
And how long was he on the team whenever he?
Well, I think he's on the team.
Well, as soon as they ask for money, they kick him out.
Pretty much.
Anybody that wants some big contract, they cut. Brady doesn't make that much money.
So back on the Super Bowl championships games.
What do you got? Or does anybody have?
There's
theirs
part.
ready?
No, I'm with Scott.
There's part of me that thinks it's gonna be the Patriots again just because it's the Patriots and it's Tom Brady.
Right.
And
but they don't have Gronk.
everything.
So it's
but dude, it's just the Gronk thing is getting me. And it's not that I'm saying that I don't think Brady can do it without him because he's proved people wrong before. It's kind of his niche. But
That's a super safety blanket. I don't have nobody open with their Gronk.
yeah, well, he still got Edelman.
Yeah, but think about he doesn't have him a lot of the time in the season.
Yeah,
He hasn't when it matters.
but no doubt in my mind, Chiefs are making the AFC Championship game.
Anybody thinks Mahomes has a slump, or he picks up where he left off?
I'm gonna say it.
There's no way.
Don't think that the AFC Championship is going to be the Chiefs. I think when you have as big of a controversy as the Chiefs have had with you don't lose the fastest player. One of the Tyreek Hill's a top 5 wide receiver. You don't lose
Do you
that.
think they're gonna lose him?
Yes,
Dude, if you kicked Kareem Hunt off your team, you have to.
No, the thing is, the difference is that apparently he had he already did a bunch of stuff to try to compensate for what he already did. Kind of like when the Astros picked up Osuna, they were like, "Oh, we did it because he's already gone through counseling and all this stuff and paid his debts and stuff like that." And that's why they were.
But Tyreek's issue is a new issue.
But no, but it's it's not like Tyreek guy. It's not like the guy from the Redskins who beat the hell out of his life.
Ruben Foster.
Tyreek Hill's done this before.
No, that's what they're saying. But they said they said that issue that they brought up was older.
Talking about the one he did in college.
No, we're talking about his new one.
His new
We're talking about
issue
what was
was
house.
ruining him right
He
now.
broke his son's arm.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Yes,
that one.
Allegedly.
I didn't think about that one.
Allegedly.
Ignorant. But
there's literally a video recording.
It's audio of him
An audio of him.
Oh, he should be scared.
Yeah, he said it to his girlfriend slash
He
baby mama.
doesn't admit it, but he adamantly.
He says it he's like,
oh, he should.
he's like, you don't you think what will happen to you?
He says
Something
it's very
it's very
incriminating.
I did it. You know what I mean?
And that's neither here or there. So, in my belief, is that is going to result in at least a suspension. I think he should be cut. It's
Still
just
got the
found-
best tight end.
The only thing is though, is it only audio?
That's weird. I don't.
There's no video yet.
Yeah, so that's the
Yes.
only reason. Is that the fact that it's only audio?
Don't.
if you can't,
With the Zach Ertz thing.
if you can't see it,
Zach Ertz is the best tight end in the league. But
if you can't see
I think
it,
Travis Kelce is.
if you
Travis
can't,
Kelce's the most athletic.
Travis Kelce's definitely the best tight end in the
I
league
think Zach Ertz is.
because he's always been either
Just
one
because,
or two behind.
just
It's always
because
been him and Gronk.
Carson Wentz throws the ball only to Zach Ertz, and I know this because I played you in fantasy football in the game where he had like 17 catches against the Cowboys. We watched it here, dude. That's the only reason that you're saying this because he was on his fantasy football.
But
I'll give it to you. He's top 3 easy.
but again, all the way back, I don't think it's going to be the Chiefs. I just
Do you have a team that you can surprise?
It's going to be.
I think
it's not going to be the surprise, but I think it's going to be the Colts because
I was thinking the Colts.
Andrew Luck. You have to look at it. He could have been MVP. If Mahomes didn't exist, he threw 39 touchdowns this year.
Yeah, but have we known his career? Have we known Luck to be consistent? No.
He
When he's
throws
healthy.
crazy.
He's healthy.
Yeah,
he's
healthy.
He's one of the best.
He's been going.
He's healthy now.
He was out for 2 years.
I mean,
we were making
this
fun
season
of him
hasn't started
before the
yet.
season. Yes, all the Nerf balls, but then he came in, and he balled out. I went to the
He didn't
Texans.
ball out until it's like towards the second half of the
I
season.
did too.
But he balled out when you need to ball.
Me and Tyler were at the Texans and Colts game, and
Because the Colts looked bad in the beginning of the year. The Colts looked real bad when the season started.
but once he figured
Cowboys been
it
trash
out,
Didn't we go 0-3?
0-4.
yeah.
Well, yeah, but no one expected it. No one was talking about us.
and 3 just beat the Cowboys.
Yeah,
No one was just talking about being
I
as
was
good as
there for
Andrew
that
Luck.
Yeah.
But
That was great.
I think it's going to be the
We were
all bad.
I think it's going to be the
You were just in
Colts and the Saints. Colts and the Saints in the Super Bowl, and I think the
Saints are.
I can see that.
I think
I
the
can see
Saints are
that.
going to.
I think it's just written in stone for them.
That New
I
Orleans.
don't think
After what happened to them last season,
I
last
think
season,
the Saints
the Saints are there.
The city and the team is angry.
Yeah.
The Saints are taking it. It's just not because Drew Brees. That should have been it. Drew Brees should have had it because the only team that was beating the Patriots was the Saints. And I feel like it probably would have been a blowout because the Saints were all. That's the best team that Drew Brees has had.
It's easy to say that
Probably
when you're
ever.
not playing against them.
I mean, yes, true, but that's probably the
Did
best.
anybody think that the Rams Patriots game was going to be a 13-10?
The most boring Super
The
Bowl.
boringest Super Bowl of all time.
Super Bowl.
I mean, I could see that only because
No.
I think the Patriots' offense is better than the Rams' offense, but their defense is cold as hell.
I didn't think the Patriots.
It's like the Rams' defense is definitely better than the Patriots' defense.
But like the whole like
it's all
Todd Gurley thing.
Yeah, that was
He's like,
huge.
hold on. Tell me right now, Todd Gurley's healthy in that Saints Rams games as close as it is. Hell no.
I mean, we can't sit there. We can't say for sure. We don't know because he didn't play. But you just never know because Bill Belichick's a genius.
And I'll do. I understand. I agree with that. I'll do the unpopular opinion thing. The pass interference call wasn't that big. Why did Drew Brees threw an interception in overtime, and nobody's talking about it?
No, I get that. I agree with that.
That's true.
They had multiple chances to win the game.
That's yes.
Also, the Saints defense kind of blew it, after
Yeah,
that penalty,
exactly.
after that drive.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But it's just like 'cause there's always that one play like Des caught it. Des didn't catch it.
Yeah.
There's always the one play that you talk about.
But
Yeah. So it's just,
At the time, he didn't.
we're not arguing about that.
The rules didn't change.
We're not arguing about that, and what we want to talk about that is DeMarcus Murray's fumble.
there's always one play that you talk about, and it's that one because that happened like at the wrong time for the Saints, but the perfect time for anybody. It's
Exactly.
That's all it was.
But
And yes,
they had multiple chances to win the game.
but it's because you think about it now. It's
Who's
like
to say what was going to happen if he caught that? Get a yard?
I mean, you never know. That's why I'm saying like you just don't know what would happen if the Saints and the
I don't think the
Patriots
Saints
play
are
each
going to the
other.
Super Bowl.
I do.
I feel it's just an anger thing, but
I don't think there's anybody in their way except the Rams, and I feel like they're coming for blood with the Rams. So, like,
I feel like the Rams.
I mean, hey, the Saints and the Rams were like the favorites pretty much.
I think they're
all
coming.
season.
They're going to be coming for the Rams, but the Rams just got rid of Ndamukong Suh, but they got Clay Matthews.
Yeah, but
Clemens got like 4 sacks last
he's
year.
washed up now.
Clay Matthews is washed, dude. He would have had like 4 or 5 more sacks this season if they weren't called roughing the passer. What are you talking about?
He's still washed.
No, he's not. He's still got to the quarterback a lot.
I think he's a slightly above average linebacker right now.
He's still a great pass
I think
rusher.
he's just a linebacker.
He's still
I mean,
a great pass
he can be a
rusher.
great pass rusher, but he's
I think
still.
he's like 77.
But as
overall.
far, but
I don't care what his overall
I
numbers are.
think he might be like 60. Because new Madden's supposed to be like, oh, you can be a 50 overall and start. But
That's gonna drive me nuts.
That's gonna be weird. Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I think with Todd Gurley healthy, I just think the Rams are too hard to beat.
I mean, I see that was also why I was kind of like, why did Todd Gurley not come in at all? Because they never announced anything with him. Like, what they say was
your
wrong with him?
favorite player, ran over him the whole time.
Who's that?
CJ Anderson.
I was gonna say, Todd Gurley.
They don't have him anymore. Huh?
Yeah,
No, I'm saying like, could you imagine what Todd Gurley would have
I've been cheering for Todd Gurley for a minute. First of all, since he was at Georgia. So here we go.
Oh, dude, CJ Anderson just
He was. Hey, I remember I was texting all of them on the group chat saying, "Oh, CJ Anderson sucks, huh?" But I accidentally drafted him in the first round in fantasy one time, so that's my bad. But just regardless of that fact, I've been a Todd Gurley fan since he was at Georgia.
No, he just told him.
I drafted CJ Anderson on accident in the first round because I was doing it on my phone and it wouldn't work.
He's lying.
But anyway, you can ask Rambo. I've been a Todd Gurley fan for a while because he was there when I called the kick return for a touchdown.
Side note,
Exactly.
maybe
in college.
3, 4, 5 years ago, all of us are in a fantasy football league together. We've been doing it for like 5, 6 years now, and I'm not gonna say who, but somebody accidentally
Tyler. It was Tyler. One of the core four.
drafted CJ Anderson first round, and
Well, he was on the Broncos.
even in his prime, I don't think CJ Anderson was ever.
He was never a first round pick. I wasn't trying to pick him, obviously.
So the rumor is that it was an accident that he drafted him, but.
I literally clicked draft on somebody else, and it just popped up.
That's not a thing.
But anyways,
that was before we started drafting in person. So yes, it's exactly what happened.
I didn't say anything.
Because if I would have wrote it, if I was able to write it on the board, it never would have happened. All I'm saying.
I think he would have walked up there full confidence.
But
hey, it's alright. I didn't draft Alvin Kamara second overall, but it's cool.
We're gonna
outro Joel.
I gotta head out. Bye.
Yeah, we're gonna send it all.
All right, Joel.
So again, a part of being a special guest, he's gonna come in and out here and there. So this is, or lucky we got to get him this long.
He's our most controversial friend. Probably him and Rambo are like the top two, but you know.
Like I said, a lot of the topics you'll get, a lot of the things we're gonna get are gonna be behind the scenes thanks to this guy here. So
Yeah, so it's been real cool. I love hanging out with my friends. Hope to do it again soon. Later, you guys.
We can make baseball predictions if we want to, because Scott and Brandon watch baseball.
I can do baseball.
That's
I can do baseball.
Scott and 28. Brandon don't really watch 28.
the Astros are gonna win the whole thing.
The Astros are winning it this year. It's happening.
I think that's a solid prediction for some
Let's be honest here though. It's between the same teams as it always is. It's the Astros, the Red Sox. They're actually kind of trash right now. It's the Astros, either the Yankees or who knows.
Yeah, those teams. I know.
Disclaimer, as you probably haven't noticed yet, we're located in League City, Texas, which is an hour away from Houston, Texas.
Not even it's like 35 to 40
Yeah,
minutes.
we're basically based in Houston, Texas.
So the majority of us are Houston fans.
Except for him, for some reason, he has no reason to be
I'm an
Yankees
Astros fan. I just also like the New York Yankees.
He would cheer for the Yankees
Blame-
before the Astros, so he's not an Astros fan.
That's not true. When they were in the
World
ALCS,
Against who?
There was the Yankees and the
Was it?
yeah, the
with the
Yankees and the Astros when they went to the World
Oh yeah,
Series.
were
I
you
was
cheering
going-
for them?
Yeah, I
You're
was
a
cheering
liar.
for whatever team was at home.
You're a lot. So you cheer for the Yankees at some point in time.
Yeah. And guess what? It was 7 games. I'm cheering for the Astros win the whole thing. So
I think for him it was just a win-win situation.
it was a win-win situation. I was like,
Yeah.
I
One of those
hope one
things
of these
like-
teams gets played the Dodgers.
Like if the Cavs were playing the Rockets in the finals.
no, if
one year.
LeBron James was playing the Rockets.
Yeah,
You know what I meant.
Yeah.
Cavs with
The man's a traitor regardless.
I'm not sure.
Because if he can cheer against his hometown team, he's a traitor.
I don't know. Whenever Kobe was playing the Rockets in the,
I'm still, hey, like when KD plays against the Rockets, I'm always going, KD score some points, but fucking lose.
I don't know.
Just
I
go
don't
for
know
40 and
who
lose.
though,
That's all I
because
want.
When Kobe won, I was pretty happy,
I don't care.
but I was still sad at the same time.
Like when KD had his streak of like 25 plus point games, I was like, get your points, but don't win.
Yeah, but
that's all I
KD's
wanted.
a douchebag.
I guess.
Sucks.
It's a snake.
I think it's
Okay.
Okay, but you're talking.
He left his team one time.
You're talking before I get it. Well, it's not. It's
But
not.
anyway, we're not.
It's not just that he left his team. It's how.
Yes, so he left his team. He wrote it in a letter, but he didn't announce it on television. But okay,
He went to a 73 win team.
that's fine.
Okay, to defend Tyler's like fandom of KD, he was there before.
I was there when
Warriors.
Katie was at UT.
Yeah, and he's
No, I know.
And I'm
but
gonna
like,
stand by
I know you like KD. I'm just saying I don't. a lot.
You liked Kobe. You didn't. Did you like Kobe when he was in college?
He didn't go to
Exactly. High school?
college.
Dude,
No.
he was what?
High school? No.
He was like
Kobe's-
six.
Hey,
Kobe's
6
only the
6 years
greatest
old?
player of
Hey,
all
I was watching the Astros at 6 years old. What were you doing?
Huh?
Watching the Yankees?
Yeah.
No.
The
Liar.
Yankees and the Cowboys. Ask my father.
I'm pretty sure you're watching the Cowboys. That makes sense.
I was watching-
didn't exist.
Well,
My dad-
obviously.
my dad-
Hey, yeah, you know
why
what
do
we were
you-
doing? Not watching football.
Why do you think I'm a Yankees fan? Because of my father.
Why was your dad from here?
No, my dad's from here.
Okay, then what the fuck is his problem?
I don't know. I think he said his reason was like I was
Was
born in
it his dad?
1962 and the Yankees
The
won in
Yankees were just
1962. Well, he's born in 62, so like the Yankees won 62, so he just apparently that's his reasoning.
Oh, so he's a bandwagon, but he's an OG bandwagon.
He's a,
Your dad was. I mean, he has to be a bandwagon if he was born. First of all, the Astros were around, but he just went for the team that was winning it.
the Astros were around in 62.
They've been around for
Since the
like,
60s,
They've been around
but
for
I
like
don't
50
know
plus
the
years.
Colt 45s.
Well, so my dad always like my dad likes the Astros too, but he likes the Yankees more.
But like, he picked the farthest possible team.
And plus it was like the whole like that was back when it was like the Astros were in the National League and the Yankees were in the American League. So it was like, oh cool, I have a team for both. If they make it in the World Series, I
The
don't
Astros
lose.
were literally founded in 1962. That was
There
their
you go.
first season here.
So you learned something if you didn't get anything out of this. Astros 1962.
So they've won one World Series, and I've seen both. And I still hate the White Sox. They can fuck off. Did we win the game?
No.
Damn.
No, we lost.
Okay, so something I think would be cool.
Okay, yeah.
Before we send off, because I think we've been here for a little while now. We could probably close here in a minute, but just another fun thing to throw out there, I think, would be everyone's favorite video game, our top 2 or 3.
Shit.
Just be kind of cool. A little bit more about yourself, and then
Well, his is
kinda,
Call of Duty. He's a
and then-
No, it's
pussy.
not.
a little bit, and it can be multiple. We'll do 3 if you want, because I know it's hard to pick your favorite video game, and then we'll kind of kill it with that and send off. So because we need to wrap it up, and whoever does end up watching this, I guess if you have more topics you want any of us to talk about or anything like that, let us know.
Let us
Put them
know.
in the comments.
I got a little
ideas.
too drunk during this, but here we are, because this is like my
Comment on
4th cup.
Facebook,
So let's
reply
go.
on Twitter. Just
And
let us
if you
know.
want us to drink something and give an opinion on it, let us know that too. We're just drinking whatever we want right now, but you got an opinion on something, let us know. We'll try it.
I'd rather drink
Stay
something else,
thirsty,
honestly.
my friend.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of vodka consumed. And it's
Yes.
all been by
All right, who wants to go first?
Rambo.
Rambo.
Started with
Rambo.
Favorite video game all time, easy, not even question, Zelda Ocarina of Time.
That's a strong one.
Not even
choice.
a question,
That's strong.
dude. It's the greatest video game of all time.
That's debatable, but alright.
Yeah.
It's debatable.
That's debatable, but alright.
It's debatable.
Scott, what's yours?
It's
I'm not
debatable.
gonna argue.
Are we gonna do a couple or are we just gonna do one?
I mean, you can do a list if you want to.
I can do a
And you don't have to
list.
put them in order. If
One
you
to
don't want
three.
either.
One to 3. In no order.
See, okay, so off the top of my head, Ocarina of Time.
Again, yeah, and bear in mind this off the top of our head. We didn't think about this.
Yeah.
So
I have to say the God of War franchise.
okay.
In general.
If you have to pick one,
If I have to pick one,
I'll give you the franchise. That's fine.
but just from my own curiosity, what's your?
if I had to pick one, I really like 2. I think 2 is really good because that's when he's
Did you
like,
play Dante's Inferno?
huh? I watched you play it. I didn't.
Oh, that's right, that's
I
right.
didn't play.
So underrated.
It is.
Play Dante's Inferno.
It's so underrated. It's a good game, but it's
Like,
basically
I
a
feel like
spinoff.
Nyx is like.
And then I'll say because I'm wearing the shirt, I'm not gonna say Black Ops 4 because it's an okay game, but
alright.
Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, not Modern Warfare 2, Modern
The
Warfare.
best Call of Duty.
Yeah, that's probably the best.
That one is by far my favorite.
That was the
The
first
best
one I played, so I agree.
Yeah, I bought the
was
remastered
a good
edition. Had like 30 days played on it. So.
So I'm gonna say the Metal Gear
That was
franchise.
coming.
Yeah, we all knew that was.
Yeah, the Metal Gear franchise, and if I have to pick one, Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater is probably the best game to ever come out on PlayStation 2 ever. Iconic before its time.
I can co-sign on
Besides
that.
God of War.
Was one of the best games to ever come out. The Final Fantasy franchise, Final Fantasy X is my favorite. 7 is a close second.
Final Fantasy Tactics.
Final Fantasy
so
Tactics
slept on.
is
bro.
so that was for the
slept
PlayStation 1. Final Fantasy Tactics was great, but Final Fantasy X. And then if I could grab a third, I don't know if I have a third. I know those two are like always like dead set. And I don't have like.
Well, you like the best sports game of all time.
I was
Not best sports game, but your favorite.
I was gonna say I would probably Madden, but they're not. I wouldn't argue that Madden is like the best game. I just know that like out of all the sports games, like I'm gonna try to get 2K. I'd love to play another college game if it came out. I played UFC for a little while, but every game I know I'm gonna get every year is the Madden. No matter what, I'm gonna get Madden.
So they've sucked for like the last 7 or 8
the
years.
past couple, they haven't been terrible, but they haven't been the best.
That's like 3.
There's been some better Maddens, but I'm always gonna get Madden. So Madden probably falls into number 3.
I can see that.
Do you have a specific Madden?
The one where you could, I think 07, where you could like
Superstar mode.
Superstar mode, where you're like in the mirror,
Yes.
you can do tattoos and stuff.
Oh, 07 was
Vic.
No.
No. Vic was 04.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
Who was 07?
There's
Sean
that-
Alexander.
Alexander.
How was
Sean Alexander.
Oh, Vic was up.
Vic was 04.
Vic was
I
04.
swear I remember it was 07, but no,
Yeah, it was
Sean
up there.
Alexander.
Yeah, and then McNabb was 06, and then Sean Alexander
Right,
was 07.
yeah.
Yeah.
So if I have to grab, probably 07.
R.I.P. Sean Alexander. He's not dead, but his career died.
Career died after 07, but yeah.
Vincent was what?
He was 8. He was 8, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'd say my top 3. Oh, the most complete, perfect game I've ever played is Mass Effect 2.
Oh, that's a good. I
I can't believe you didn't say Mass Effect. I was waiting for it.
Mass Effect Andromeda left a terrible taste in my mouth.
But like just the way the story flows, like the character development, and just I can.
That's the best one.
It's such a replayable game too.
Yeah, it is.
Just even though I don't know, and then
Shepard Commander.
for me, I love Metal Gear Solid franchise too, but I don't know. I'd love 4. I think it's also another like perfect game.
You like 4 that
I
much?
love 4. That's my
You're
favorite.
talking about
by
Old Snake, right? The old one.
Old Snake, yes.
Okay.
I think that was such a great conclusion to the franchise. That was like the end game of.
Yeah, technically that's the ending,
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
And then, dang, what's the third one?
Because you're Big Boss in that one, right?
No, you're Big Boss in 5.
No, you're not. You're Venom Snake. You're a clone in 5. Did you ever, you didn't finish 5, huh?
Oh shit!
Spoiler alert.
Oh, well, I didn't care to finish it. But
It's
not a spoiler.
it's kind
It's
of
been out forever.
dumb, but Venom Snake is a clone of Big Boss. So Big Boss is out doing his own thing, but he wants to keep his legacy alive. So he makes another clone. So not Solid, not Liquid, not Solidus. He has a 4th clone who is Venom Snake, who is who you're playing as in 5.
Konami, if you ever watch this, like, why?
Well, because Konami left the game mid-development.
No,
I mean, not Konami, Hideo Kojima, I'm sorry, which was the brains. So they were like, hey, let's make a huge twist at the end. And he was like,
No.
wait, whoa. But he was already gone, so anyways, my bad.
But, I'd say 3. I don't know off the top of my head. Like the ones I've been playing lately are like, I don't know, just for funsies, like NFL Street and The Sims. I don't know why. I could just play those all day, just for fun.
NFL Street.
NFL Street was
NFL
great.
Street, they
I
did-
wish I watched
they
the
need a
whole
remake.
like 20-minute long video
Same.
on why it died.
NFL Street. Oh, I just watched somebody play it.
Oh no, I don't know why it died.
NFL Street was so before its time.
Long story short,
I
the
agree.
reason that EA doesn't make those games anymore is because in Madden and all those kind of games, like the Ultimate Game mode, you can buy cards, buy packs. They couldn't make money off Street. You can't buy like power ups or buy like loot boxes or anything like that.
all about
So there's no extra way to make money after you buy Street.
Makes sense because
That's why NBA like volume NBA what's it called NBA Street
NBA Street, yeah.
NBA Street
Love
NFL that's why even the same games that were
EA.
SSX EA Big basically EA Big died because they couldn't
Yeah.
make any extra
that
money,
makes sense.
which was a really shitty way to go out because those games were awesome. But anyways, all right, Nick, what you got?
All right, so number 1 all-time favorite game is Halo 3.
Solid. Over Halo 2.
Yeah.
Halo 2 is so good, but yeah, that's solid.
Halo 3 is the best Halo.
I probably put more hours into that game than any of the other ones combined.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably.
See, like with my Call of Duty 4, it was like back and forth between Halo 3 and Call of Duty 4. That's all I played, but I was just better at Call of Duty. So
Number 2, I'd say Skyrim.
I knew
Okay.
that.
Oh man,
Yeah.
Dude,
that's Skyrim, bro.
You
Skyrim.
still
I
play Skyrim.
still play Skyrim.
Do you really?
Yes. Every time I see him on, we just play Skyrim.
I get like it's overwhelming for me sometimes because
There's so much to do.
the other day I was like, man, I really want to play like a role playing game, and I was like, what's the best? And I was like, fucking Skyrim. So I re-downloaded it, I started playing, and I was like, damn, there's so much to do. I was like, this is overwhelming.
I
can't
do
do
a
this
couple
again.
missions a night.
Yeah, I was like, I can't do this again. I want to, but it's a lot.
How much time do you have put into that?
Ooh, I don't even
Dude,
know.
Probably like a year and a half.
That's one of those.
I take
Over-
long breaks.
Overall, probably a year and a half.
Bro,
I'm not sure.
the game came out in 2011.
That's one of those games like you just never beat.
And he bought it when it came
It
out.
takes
so-
Well, this isn't the same character I had when I had.
Well, that doesn't matter. That's what we asked. We said how much
it
time we
really?
have total.
Is it what?
It's not.
this-
It's
it
not the
is?
same character.
He already beat the game once with one, so he has to
Did
start
you
over
100% the
again.
game already?
No.
Have you ever 100% the game?
No.
No?
No,
I
this
mean,
is-
if he would have stayed on one character, probably.
This is my Xbox One character, and the other one was Xbox 360.
Oh,
so
okay.
it's
Yeah,
not,
that'd be
I've got it a whole.
So about a year.
If you ever remember the game, let me know. Because I've never met
Yeah, we'll
someone that
see.
has. So.
Let's see.
Oh, Xbox 360 before all the add-ons and everything. Joseph Martello, 100% Skyrim.
Did he really?
Every single achievement, everything you can discover.
Damn, that's a lot.
Yeah,
of
but now we're on a new
Jesus.
level, so here we are.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm just saying, like before, like all the add-ons and everything, like the vampire and the werewolf and all that kind of stuff. Before all that was released, because he was a mad gamer score whore. Dude, like,
Well, he's 100.
That was
yeah.
your,
So he just
that was your
played
second, right?
everything.
Yeah, I'll be second.
Oh, okay.
Number 3, Gears of War 1.
Against the
Shit.
The ultimate co-op game, bro.
I love
You know what
it.
movie doesn't get a lot of credit? Remember Army of Two?
game.
Game.
But yeah,
What'd I say?
You said movie.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey, it's alright. I made a lot of mistakes, and I've been drinking for a while. So
Yeah.
Army of Two.
I think that's a
Army of Two.
40th
The
day.
second.
Those movies, again, those games are underrated.
Yeah.
I think so too. But
It's because the couch co-op. is
I
dead.
like Gears of War 3 better.
I just put more time in the first Gears of War.
Yeah, like I don't think Call of Duty 4 is the greatest Call of Duty of all time. I think
It's
it's really, really up there. I think it's arguable with Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2. But yeah, but I think I like Gears 3 better. But Gears
Yeah,
of
that's
War-
fair. That's fair.
These are all games that I love too.
Yeah. Gears
So I'm with Nick because me and him put in a lot of hours on Halo 3. Halo 3 is my number one. That was me and him every day for years played Halo 3.
Just fuck around like online. and
Bro,
stuff.
me and Nick were on Halo 3 on a daily basis. Like we had it was me, him, and like multiple friends every damn day on
I
Halo
remember
3.
when they released the Master Chief Collection, y'all got back on Halo 3.
Absolutely.
We all
That was
sat
the
around
f-
and played.
we
We
did-
play Halo 2 on Legendary.
We did nothing
Yes.
else but Halo 3. Halo 3 was the first thing we got on.
That was my champ, like,
Like
thing
Halo
this
3
year
was
for
yeah.
fantasy football. Y'all had to play me.
Yes.
play him in Halo.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
right.
that was
We had a 1v1. That's the
1v1.
only reason I even got second because I was like,
I remember that.
me and Nick used to do this shit.
And I had been playing Call of Duty so much I didn't even know how to do.
Second is probably Assassin's Creed.
You love
Just in
those
general.
games, dude.
Assassin's Creed in general is, but
If you had to pick,
one.
Brotherhood. Or I mean, like it's hard because Ezio had his like a 3-game story, so like
2
his-
was so dope.
But
I
two
love
and
He had
Brotherhood.
4.
Oh yeah, but
Revelation.
Brotherhood was probably
I don't
like,
think I've met anyone that likes Assassin's Creed more than Tyler.
bro.
No, I mean,
I play the shit out of Assassin's Creed. I play the new. I haven't played the. I haven't played Origins yet, but I played Odyssey like out the ass. I love Odyssey, but and then third
I
is
heard
probably
Origins wasn't like
third's probably Pokemon.
That's solid.
I've
actually.
played Pokemon. I've played Pokemon probably more than anything else.
I pulled my DS out today
Because like I would literally I would play it like in the car. I would play it like everywhere I went.
I'm
I
one
played
of those.
Pokemon.
I'm one of those few '90s kids
And
that
I don't have
like
a specific
stopped
one.
playing Pokemon very early on.
Oh, I'll still play.
And I didn't.
If I knew what DS was, I'd
My last one I played was Silver.
I don't have a specific one that I've played more. but
Did you play Ruby or
That's
Sapphire?
Gen 2.
What? You didn't
That's
play Ruby or Sapphire?
I've played Leaf Green and like stuff like that, but I've never like.
Silver
But
was the last one I played.
I think like Pokemon is like
I thought
I put
Leaf
more
was-
hours into that because I've played.
Oh yeah.
I stopped at the. I never had a DS, so I never played any of the DS games.
You never played Sapphire, Ruby, or Emerald? What the?
That's wild.
And then there's Pokemon Go, like
Sapphire. Yeah.
Pokemon Go.
I told you I'm one of the few
You
like
are the
90s kids who stopped after gold.
I'm upset.
Why?
I don't know, dude. You don't even know those Pokemon.
No, I didn't think they were good.
Rayquaza?
You don't know what Wayquaza is? Oh my god.
Damn. Like the first gen. Okay. Also another unpopular opinion.
Ooh, I keep wanting to dive into.
Well, no, I thought he was gonna say. I know what he's
Yeah,
gonna.
we can keep diving into whatever we want to. Because we can do 2 parts.
Yeah, I like Digimon more than I like Pokemon. I thought Digimon had a better storyline.
I've actually heard that a couple times.
I can agree with that.
What Digimon game did you play?
That actually.
I'm not
makes-
talking about game. I'm talking about
none?
show.
Got it.
That actually makes sense only because Digimon actually ended. Pokemon's still on TV.
Well, Digimon's still on TV too, but it's just like a different.
Digimon also catered to an older.
Yeah, Digimon, but like the main Digimon had like Ash is still out here bullshitting, hasn't won shit.
Bullshit.
He's still like the same age.
He's like 10 years.
Hasn't his voice actor changed because they probably got
I got too old.
I wouldn't be surprised. But it's
What's everybody's favorite first gen Pokemon?
first gen Squirtle.
Not it didn't have to be like the 3, just overall.
Dragonite.
Ooh,
I see. I just got. So I still play Pokemon Go, and I just got a Dragonite today.
probably Arcanine.
Well, like I had Dragonair.
Arcanine.
Arcanine was
I had
he was supposed
Dragonair
to
as my
be a
buddy, and
legendary.
I just got the 100 candy today.
I did.
Right now,
was dope.
my shiny Charizard's my buddy because I'm trying to get his 3rd attack.
That's dope.
But like my top 2
Arcanine
favorites
has a
are
Root attack?
Arcanine and Blastoise are like
Arcanine episode. And
Oh, the
Pokemon?
new attack.
I like that
Gotcha,
one.
gotcha.
Oh, yeah.
I still remember that episode.
So who's your favorite
My favorite.
Pokemon? First gen Pokemon. Because you don't even know who Rayquaza is, which is a huge whatever.
I guess. I don't know, man. It's kind of tough. I really liked. Dude, I don't even remember.
All right, I'll say it. My favorite. You couldn't wait. My favorite is Scyther. I love Scyther.
Scyther's cool.
I think he's the most badass.
I can't remember what the Eevee evolution is for the electricity one.
Jolteon.
Jolteon.
But
I
now
thought she
Eevee
was
has
cool.
like 1,000 of those now, so here we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's why I don't want to play Pokemon anymore.
Oh, just for the memes,
Espeon's
though.
dope though.
Bro, I gotta be basic as a bitch and just say Charizard.
I love
That's still dope, though.
Charizard is
I love
You
Charizard.
picked Squirtle.
I said Squirtle first, but then you were like any of them. I was like, oh okay. I was like
Yeah.
Arcanine and Squirtle and Blastoise.
I just
my
like
Charizard.
Okay, I'll do you one
Badass.
better. Magikarp. Just for the memes, bro. Splash underrated.
Splash underrated.
Most powerful move of all time.
He's just standing there.
Or Rattata.
Right. I like
Oh, did any of y'all see that story where that guy beat the whole game with just one Rattata? Did you guys see that?
Bro, that's
Dude.
why he's the GOAT.
I can't remember what he named it. Say he named him like legendary or something like that. And he wouldn't let him evolve. Every time he was gonna evolve, he stopped it. And he would like stack up on like 4 stores and max revives and stuff. He beat like the Elite Four. He beat the whole game. And he like I saw it on Reddit. That's what I saw. He beat the whole game with Rattata. That's just one Rattata, and that's it.
Wow.
It was hilarious.
Another one, Pidgeotto.
I love Pidgeotto.
Pidgeotto.
dog.
Pidgeot or Pidgeot?
Pidgeot was dope too.
Pidgeot's
I think
I like Pidgeotto.
I think I
like
like
the second
I liked Pidgeotto better than Pidgeot though.
Yeah, I like the second.
I think so
Yeah,
too.
he has a cooler name.
From Pidgey to Pidgeotto. I like Pidgeotto more.
Oh yeah, I think so too.
Pidgeot was like a teenager.
Pidgeotto was like more involved with Ash than Pidgeot was.
Yeah.
That's why I like Pidgeotto.
Okay, I can see that.
That's because when he evolved, Ash just gets rid of all of his strong Pokemon.
That's why he never beat the Elite Four.
Facts.
Damn, I'm gonna start Pokemon tomorrow.
Same.
But dude, I don't know, man. I just think Digimon's better.
Which is fine.
As a show, not a video game.
Honorable
That's a
mention video
franchise.
game. Rock Band / Guitar Hero.
Side note,
Oh yes.
I gotta give you all your Rock Band shit out of my laundry
I
room.
saw it in it.
Yeah, it's
Band
still
/
I remember
Guitar
that.
Hero.
I gotta give it to you.
So
Obviously,
many
we didn't play
valuable
it,
hours
so.
of my life singing my ass off, and I can't even sing. Is the worst part.
It's
Never
one of
played
those
Rock Band.
good
Oh,
reminders
you
that
should
like
have.
I don't know.
That's what started. That's what gave Guitar Hero more life. Is the fact that Rock Band came out there like, we need drums, we need music. Like,
But Guitar
sing.
Hero, Rock Band wouldn't exist without Guitar Hero.
That maybe. Eventually, somebody said we should make a game about a band, right? Like play. That would have happened.
All of it, yeah.
But
Guitar Hero ran,
Guitar Hero came
so
out. They had like
Rock Band
3
could
games before they were like Rock Band, drums, singing, guitar, awesome.
Guitar Hero walks.
And then Guitar Hero's like Guitar Hero World Tour.
What you're trying to say?
I guess I don't know how that meme goes.
That's not a meme, it's a saying.
And then Guitar Hero was like, hey, let's do like individual bands, like Aerosmith. And then Rock Band was like, we'll do the Beatles. And I was like, oh,
Rock Band also did AC/DC.
Fuckers. Yeah, but they got the Beatles, which is like the highest selling foreign band of all time.
Yeah.
But
selling bands of all time.
But Guitar Hero did have Aerosmith, and
Dude.
I'll give them that.
Guitar Hero is. I love Guitar Hero 3.
Guitar Hero World Tour is the best one. And they came out with another
you know
one that's
what?
kind of trash.
Speaking of Guitar Hero, you know what really pissed me off? Shout out to my roommate Jaren, because that dude has like an infinite amount of songs on his computer, and he has my Guitar Hero guitar, and he plays Guitar Hero all the time on his computer. And I was like, oh, dude, I always used to play My Name is Jonas on Guitar Hero 3, and I always,
Said Nick was the best guitar player I've ever seen.
So I always try to 100% it, and I've got so close. The closest I ever got with him is 2 notes on the whole song, and I was heated.
Yeah,
I was
like,
like,
have you seen the South Park episode?
Yeah,
Guitar Hero? Yeah, that was basically like Nick was basically that episode. He was just fucking every.
That's like,
oh, I love this song. So I've been trying to beat this.
He played it acoustically.
I've been trying to beat this song for years. And I told Jaren, I was like, oh, yo, play My Name is Jonas. He's like, all right. Yeah, he's like, I don't never played this song before. 100% it. First try. I was so salty. I was like, that's cool, dude. I got up and left his room, and I almost cried.
Oh, dude, honorable mention Super Smash Brothers.
oh, okay. I got it.
Oh, that's another
OG.
game. Oh, yeah, even
Melee.
OG. I'll do all of them.
Melee.
Oh, yeah. I don't care.
I like the
which
OG
one.
one the best one. I think OG's the best one. Not the best one, but it's my favorite one.
Yeah, I love that game. I can play that game for hours, dude.
GoldenEye.
Oh, see, now we're still on that classic.
OG shoot.
Oh, we're talking about the Nintendo 64 games? Ocarina of Time.
Still Goldeneye.
Mischief Makers.
Shake, shake.
Cool, shake, shake. Yeah. Forgot about that. Mischief Makers was
Hey, but we can still go back to like,
Paperboy?
Crash Bandicoot was live.
Crash Bandicoot, Banjo Kazooie,
Pokemon Stadium.
Bro, I think Donkey Kong is actually the greatest.
Donkey Kong sucks. You suck.
Hey, Donkey Kong in N64 was dope.
Donkey Kong.
Donkey
Yeah,
Kong.
I love them.
Bro, we
Pokemon
had
Stadium?
Donkey Kong at my apartment.
All the mini games.
Hey, nah, y'all are tripping though. For real though. Crash Bandicoot was live.
That's PlayStation.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, did you play
Oh, it's still a good game.
Hey, Rayman? Anybody play that?
Oh yes, well,
Yeah.
I played Rayman too.
I played-
Rayman's the one where he doesn't have a neck or like
He
arm.
like his
His hands
he just has hands and legs, right?
His
Yeah.
hands and legs and a head. Yeah.
That game was kind of weird.
It's weird as hell, but they actually re-released it on Xbox, and you could like download it offline for free.
Yeah.
It was wild. It's called Rayman Legends. I played it for no reason.
Huh.
I mean, I might as well, right?
Do you remember Spartacus Legends?
Spartacus Legends.
Spartacus TV show, one of the greatest series of all time.
The other day, I jumped on Xbox 360, and I was like, "What are the odds that the servers are still up for Spartacus Legends?" And I tried, and it was like, "You can't play this game anymore." But that game was so fun, and dope. You can build your gladiators.
Hey,
bro.
honorable mention Assassin's Creed Unity because
Yo,
it bonded all of us when I lived in Austin.
everybody, dude,
Yeah.
everybody like trashed on Assassin's Creed Unity, but I probably
If they made
never had more fun playing.
if
a
they
game
did another, if they did
besides
like,
maybe Call of Duty.
like honestly, besides like Halo, Assassin's
But I
Creed
did not
Unity was a
rage
really
nearly as
fun
much.
Bro, we were all
online
doing our own
experience.
thing in the same building, like.
And I
tearing
feel like
people
I
up.
feel like they need they need to revisit that opportunity now that like because their last 2 games have been really good. They need to come back to the.
I feel like
online
almost
play.
any game needs to go back and grab something like that.
Like
That concept.
they
is
need to
like,
go back and try it, but like expand it more now. Since like Unity and Odyssey are like Odyssey's like super open world now because they literally mixed all of it together. They have you're on a ship, you do all the they expand everything. Now you have to
Damn,
kill
I want
like
to play Unity.
Bro,
bro.
Black Flag.
it's
They took down the servers.
Really? Of the
Yeah.
online servers?
Yeah, they took down the servers for Unity because I tried to play it like I think 2 years ago with one of my buddies, and he was like, "Oh yeah, dude, I have Unity. I just never played it." I was like, "Bro," you play all this other trashy
I have it. I can
Assassin's Creed?"
re-download it right now.
Yeah, I was like, "You play all this trashy other Assassin's Creed games, but you didn't play Unity." I was like, "Unity was like one of my favorite ones to play."
it's
He
only
was like,
because you played it with us. That's why.
"Well, yeah, dude. I mean, why would you?"
Like you
fun,
said,
though.
that's the most.
That's like the best part about
But
it.
now
That's one of the
they
best
need
games
to
I've
bring
ever
it back
played
into
with my
where like
friends.
you can like they have to have 2 separate storylines now where you can have like a co-op where you can play with like 4 people and like y'all can go around and like Or y'all help each other and like do
remember
shit?
how we
That'd be
were so in it. Our group was real high.
Oh,
on
we
those,
was
We
fucking
won.
killing
We
it.
won like 5 weeks in a row.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
we were
good.
murdering that.
Only
thing.
because like me and Nick would stay up till like 5 a.m. and play this fucking
Well, I remember
game.
we would play we'd be on there as a group and we'd be like really close and then y'all two would be like, hey, we're gonna stay on for a little bit more just to make sure we're good, and then like y'all and then I would
3
check.
hours later.
Yeah, y'all would be on like at 6 a.m. I'm like, Jesus, they're still
Y'all would
going.
wake up and I'm like, hey man, Nick gotta go, but go ahead. And then
Or y'all
every
or I
time.
would get a text or something
Well,
from you
'cause
guys the next day and you're like, yeah, we won.
Because the thing about it was like we had like what it was us four. Because I don't know if you played it with us.
I mean, like,
oh, he came on every once in a while. Yeah.
yeah, when
Okay,
y'all
so-
were off, I was on.
yeah. So us five, Cody and Joe were.
And I feel like we had a few others that even weren't like
I think
we
Joel
didn't know.
played a little
Joel
bit.
play?
Joel didn't play.
Joel played.
I can't remember.
Because I know there was one of us out of our friend group who didn't play.
Yeah, he
who
was
always
down
played
with
video games. It was Joel. Joel did not play it, and
I forgot Joe was in there with us too.
yeah, dude, Joe put a lot of time in that game.
I put too much
and-
time in that game.
I remember because the other clan that was against us had like 90 people in it.
Yeah, we had like 12.
And we had
or something
like
that.
we had like eight.
It was like,
eight,
yeah,
or,
us.
we had, like eight,
Yeah,
or, eight to 10.
I think there might have been maybe one or two strangers in there that we didn't know, but I remember the next clan had like 80 people. Or
Yeah,
something
80
like that.
90
it,
people
it was
in
ridiculous.
it, and we beat them like
all
almost
the
every time.
Yeah, I
was
can't
like,
believe how like
Hey, when you play from 5 a.m. to 5 p.m.
unified.
That was the year with the Panama, and after Panama, I'd stopped playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
I moved back to Houston after that, and I just didn't play it because my internet sucked. So here we are.
Well,
Good times.
Texas Assassins.
oh, is that what it was?
I remember, yeah.
Holy hell.
Wait, no, it's Texas Knights.
Well, I thought it was.
Because
I think I remember them.
it was Texas. Was it Texas Knights or Texas Assassins? I think it was Texas Knights.
Texas
Because we
something.
couldn't do Assassins for some reason.
Probably too
It may have been
vulgar
Texas
or whatever.
Knights.
No, I think it was like
It's called Assassin's Creed. I would assume it's not vulgar.
Well,
I know
no,
sometimes I can't.
I think
find
we
the
just.
name.
I think we didn't do that because someone already had it.
Maybe. Who knows?
I remember it was Texas, yeah.
I know. I'm pretty sure it was Texas Knights, but that was getting badass, dude. That was like I said, one of my favorite times I ever played video games with my friends.
But,
Yeah, it was
you guys
great.
ready to wrap it for this
Yeah.
one?
Yeah, you can wrap it.
We can wrap it up. I think it was successful. Again, next time we'll have more like we'll have
We'll have an actual.
structured
We'll have a
yeah.
set.
We'll
We'll have set
topic,
episodes from
yeah.
now on. This was our first one, so we just wanted to kind of just talk shit about whatever we could.
We'll
guys-
see how this sounds.
Yeah, test the sounds, test the camera, test us. We want to
Can't get to your 50th episode. That's your first episode. Let's go. We're out here. This is our first one.
First one.
This could be our worst one, but who gives a shit?
Make sure you guys go follow us on Facebook, on Twitter at This Rounds On Us. Facebook is This Rounds On Us.
No spaces, no
No
underscores.
spaces, no underscores. We're on Instagram as
Do it
well.
now.
Yeah.
And tell all your friends about it, because then they'll tell their friends and their friends' friends and stuff like that. So,
It's called networking. We're out here.
yeah. Or as the kids call it, clout.
Oh god.
Wow. But
One of those kids.
All right, guys.
Well,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.